Yo, what's poppin'? Like we never left. Here with Froob and Ty. Predictions for One Piece chapter 856. Froob, what do you
Yo,
think happens, man?
I
856.
tell you what I don't want to happen. I don't want fucking it to be an entire Luffy Sanji chapter. That would be boring as fuck, but I think there's a good chance that happens.
Yeah. I don't want that. Like I said, I think I want the how I'm looking at it is right. I feel like the wedding has to happen. Like the wedding, that's something that's been hyped up for so long, and it just has so much importance. It has to happen. So
Hmm.
it's one or two things, right? It's either Bobbin captures Sanji and Luffy,
Right.
if in some way they give themselves up on purpose, or two, what's his name? Sanji basically convinces like Luffy for them to like go along with it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Where it's like it's like Sanji in that case though. But I do think that it has to something has to happen for the wedding to happen because if like right, Sanji and Luffy run away, like if they don't get captured, then the wedding isn't going to happen. Then Sanji isn't there, so it's like that plot point has to progress. So I think it makes more sense for them to get captured.
No, yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a thing where Sanji convinces Luffy to go back and save them because I don't think that Sanji's gonna leave Reiju, even though Tai says all the time that he doesn't think that Sanji's gonna try to save her. I definitely think it's gonna be something like that.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I think he definitely has to save them. It's like it would go against his character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It goes against the character if he doesn't go back and save them. And then the wedding has to happen. Like the wedding, that's a huge plot point. And you know that's not something we can just dismiss. I don't know if the how the mirror world plays a part here, but that
I mean, it's just gonna be a thing. The mirror world is just a giant plot point to fucking make sure everyone's safe during like the transition to the wedding, pretty much. I think.
wait, so the wedding is gonna be a transition.
No. The mirror world, like they're just gonna sit in the mirror world until the wedding happens, and then they're gonna use like the mirror world to their advantage again. I don't know, like what's gonna happen with Luffy and Sanji though. Like if Luffy's gonna go back to the mirror world, or
Well, I mean, what do you think? What do you think that interaction is like? What do you, like? What? How does that go?
I'm thinking that I feel like Luffy isn't gonna meet up with the Straw Hats until the wedding. I think like everyone like in the mirror world right now is gonna stay in there until the wedding, and then everyone's gonna meet up, like Luffy, the people in mirror world, and Sanji at the wedding.
It's one of those where I'm interested in how Luffy like how they like what's the first thing they say to each other? You know, do they play it off like nothing happens or it's like do they actually, talk about it? Because I mean that whole thing they went through, I feel like they have to kind of address that, right?
Hmm. What the fuck?
Yeah, we they have to kind of address that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's gonna be a long conversation in this next chapter between the Luffy and Sanji thing is gonna get wrapped up next chapter. I'm almost positive because there's no way that Oda drags this on even more. Like the conversation and him giving the bento box and stuff like that.
No, I agree with that. I think what has to happen is like I hopefully what I'm hoping for at least is that they wrap it up so that we get some like actual story whole Luffy Sanji thing. Like I don't want to just be a full chapter of them just talking to each
That's exactly
other.
what I'm talking. Yeah, I hope
It's
we
what
get some other stuff.
yeah. Like I don't know about the whole like a lot of mural stuff. But I hope we like I said, I'm hoping for us to go forward, see what the Vin Smoke are doing. Um uh Forward towards like the day of the wedding. Like we're finally on that day. And I'm hoping for no break as well.
Yeah,
Because
we're
I
gonna
don't
get
know,
a
it
break
feels
for
like
sure. I'm pretty sure we've got 3 chapters in a row without a break. We're definitely getting a break next chapter. If we don't, I'll be
chapters in
so
a row.
happy. Which is why I don't want it to
They
be
said
just a Sanji and Luffy chapter, because if it is, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed that we won't get another chapter for 2 weeks after that.
Bawa said there's a break, Brago. Sorry. I pretty much expected that though. The breaks, we like I said, we get 3 chapters, and then I mean that's pretty much expected. They said I'm fanboying over Bobbin. I mean, it's just how I'm looking at it as far as the story, yo. Like how I want the story to go.
Yeah.
Where the wedding has to happen. Like that's what we need. And if we don't get the wedding, then I feel like a lot of it is pointless. Like this whole thing has been hyped up since Fishman Island, I feel like, and then it doesn't happen. That's crazy to me. Um where that is that Buggy? Buggy Matt, Master J, and then another King Buggy and hey, Pharaoh Spacious.
Yo, yo. What's up, my friends?
Yo.
Buggy. What's good?
Fuck.
Hello? What's up, my friends? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, we can hear you, bro. We're just talking
How
about
unfortunate. I'll just leave then.
Yo, you don't have a stand for that snowball, bro?
yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
guess.
I don't have a stance for this snowball. I'm fucking gay. I don't do this shit. Okay, let's see. Better.
This guy. Anyway, Pharaoh, what do you think happens next chapter?
Okay, next chapter. Probably get Luffy and Sanji, having their talk and everything. Luffy, Sanji may cry, I don't know. But Bobbin was chasing after Sanji, so we might see a fight there.
Yeah.
I don't know if both of them are gonna team up on Bobbins, or I don't know if Luffy's gonna like eat and like rejuvenate as quick, or Sanji's gonna like defend him from Bobbins. It might go either way, but we should get a fight next chapter, or we might get some secret reveal with Bobbin where he's like special or something. I don't know. Something along
That's the
those
thing.
lines.
It could go either way. Where Luffy and Sanji they team up and they take out Bobbin, or
Yeah.
just one of them take out Bobbin, or Bobbin comes through and captures them, or they just give themselves up.
Yeah.
So you think Bobbin is a strong fellow?
Because
what his bounty shows, like some people saying he's fodder and shit. So do you actually think like Bobbin is actually a strong character that could capture them?
he could.
Yeah.
The fact that he could put people to sleep, I mean, that's something that he could do where they couldn't notice it. Like when we saw this before in on Zoe, like how well no one put him to sleep, they just fell asleep with like the Frankie, Robin, and those guys.
Wasn't
like, how
there
they just
also a
fell asleep.
character that in Usopp's village that could put people to sleep, kind of thing in Usopp's
Django?
village? Yeah, that's the guy.
Was it? Yeah. Yeah. So it's like maybe he does it like without them noticing, but the wedding has to happen, yo. Like if the
Yeah,
wedding doesn't happen,
Yeah.
I don't know how we move forward.
Is it nighttime
Because-
right now? Because Big Mom was sleeping.
Yeah, it's definitely nighttime right
so
now.
tomorrow is the tea party, right?
Right, this is why I'm thinking. I think that somehow the Luffy versus Sanji fight is gonna happen. Or sorry, no. Sanji versus Bobbin fight is gonna happen during the nighttime, and like no one's gonna hear about it, and then he's just gonna go back to his room, and then the wedding will start normally.
Yeah.
Bobbin might make like a reappearance, like during the wedding.
Yo, I have joined officially.
Yo,
Matt, what's good, bro?
Hello.
yo, Pharaoh, your mic's kind of staticky,
good.
by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. But...
All right. Let me.
Yeah, Matt, we were just talking about predictions for next chapter. What you got?
Shit. Hopefully Luffy and Sanji can talk or whatever the fuck they're gonna do. I just got Luffy eating, maybe Bobbin showing up. Shit. I just got Luffy eating. I don't know what'll happen after, or what could really happen. Else, what else could happen?
We haven't seen the Vince smoke in a while.
With,
so we might go to their side.
Yeah, that's one. Oh, okay, there you go. Whoever said that, thank you. Yeah.
Vinsmoke,
So
Vinsmoke.
after the Sanji thing, like with the food and stuff, maybe we'll see something of the Vinsmokes, and then within like this chapter, like the next like two, I think we're gonna like just skip to the like it's gonna, like skip to the wedding, like the day of the wedding.
I was saying that.
Yeah,
I
Like,
hope
you know,
that
like
happens. I hope that happens.
yeah,
that'd be dope.
that's what I
Yeah.
think should happen. Like after this whole fucking like Sanji and Luffy stuff, it should just skip to the wedding and like there should be like a little narration like the next day
Yeah,
or
that
the
would make
day of the
sense
wedding.
because it would add more to like the mysterious aspect of the arc to where like Oda is trying to keep us like fucking guessing what's gonna happen next.
Right.
Yeah. Last chapter, didn't they say that Big Mom they're trying to get the Germa like intoxicated and stuff? Yeah. So I mean, I don't think that's
Super
gonna work.
drunk.
Yeah, I don't think it works on them. I don't think like liquor, like as far as them being superhumans. So I think they could, play on that, but I don't think it's gonna work. Like if that's her plan, game tomorrow or the next day at the wedding, so that she can just shoot him. I don't think that's gonna work. And then we still have the mirror world stuff. We haven't seen Caesar in a while.
Yeah.
Also, Capone is still lurking.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that like we haven't seen, and like from like just from a writing standpoint, I gotta call Oda out on this shit. It's been like kind of sloppy. Like,
wait, what do you mean sloppy?
What's up?
Like, it's been sloppy in the sense that it seems that Oda is either purposely leaving out plot points for the sake of mystery, or he's just forgotten about them. Like for instance, during Dressrosa, like the writing was sloppy at the beginning of the arc because Oda just kept jumping around from place to place to place to place to place. And because he was trying to touch on so many different plot points, but now it's like he's not jumping around enough to the different plot points that we have, or he jumped around in the beginning, and which he did. He jumped around in the beginning, and then like after certain situations played out, it was like, okay, well, there's no follow up with the situations. Like with Capone, like Capone's probably gonna pop up out of nowhere. And it's just gonna be like, oh, well, damn, where have you been at, buddy?
Yeah, I think we got to see Capone soon, and then we have Nami and Jinbei. They're around as well, so I don't know if like they come and save Sanji and them from Bobbin. I mean, it's one of those where something has to happen. Like if you guys are saying like you guys are talking about with the time skip or like the short skip forward. Where we go right to the wedding and we don't even know what happened to Sanji at the wedding. I think that would be perfect for the chapter as well. That would be cool because then we can know his true intentions as far as like what he really wants to do. Because right now I'm not sure. I think he wants the poneglyph. But,
wait, who?
We haven't seen him in so long.
Capone.
Oh, Capone.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of just waiting for the climax of this arc because, I mean, it might just be me like overhyping like the arc, but I keep getting disappointed in these chapters, like expecting great things to happen. And
I definitely agree with that. Like I've been waiting for like more oomph to happen, but I haven't been getting my oomph. So I'm like, well, and clearly like it's all gonna happen at the wedding. Like,
right.
And if it doesn't, then I'll agree with everybody else who's saying that this arc is shitty.
Wait, so what do you guys think about the arc so far, though? Like, based on everything that's happened.
I mean, I think I'm gonna appreciate the arc a lot more after it's over than like right now. Because I don't know, like the last like 3 chapters were like, that like they weren't bad. It was just like not much. I mean, they were like kind of necessary chapters, though. I think they could have been dealt better.
This is what I always say when it comes to One Piece and when it comes to, us reading these series that are ongoing. We're reading this week by week. We don't have the luxury to, take to take in like 5 chapters at a time, take a break, think about it, and then come back and do it. Like we're crippling ourselves essentially because we're reading something that's meant to be read in parts, and we're reading it like week by week. So we're like, shit, this fucking sucks because nothing happened this week. But then 3 weeks later, something huge happens, and you're like, oh shit, this is crazy.
Yeah.
What I think about is that how we got the Gold Roger stuff like 2 chapters ago or so. Pretty good chapter.
Speaking about
but then hold on, but then we get the we had like the comedy the past couple of chapters as well. So I think Oda's kind of trying to mix it up, keep it interesting. Like you said though, it's like we're reading it week to week, so it's not gonna be hype every week. Zach?
Yeah, speaking about this arc so far and previous chapters, how long has it been since the start of the arc? I ask this because, if I'm not mistaken, Caesar was given a week to find out the gigantification process, or was it longer or shorter?
It was a week, but in terms of like the, I think it's only been like 2 or 3 days since like he actually got on the island.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we had the Luffy and Cracker fight. That was the same day. That went into the next day. We're currently at that.
What the hell is this nigga doing on camera?
Right.
Stick to the topic. You call yourself a professional reviewer? Stick to the topic, man. Holy shit.
Yo,
I should do a content cop on you.
Yo, man, I'm sorry. I just I'm looking at like I see you and I'm just like, yo, what the heck? It's okay, man. It's okay. I forgive you.
What are you doing? What the fuck is that? I didn't even see what he was doing.
I was eating chips on camera. Don't worry.
So you gotta be, that's just buggy, man. That's buggy. Matt Frank said, short-sighted view of the arc. You'll all change your minds after the wedding. The arc is not garbage at all.
Right.
Yo,
I can't judge the arc if we haven't seen the climax yet.
Yo,
but,
didn't I just say?
Yeah,
didn't I just say that? Like, didn't I just say that?
Yeah.
God damn it! You people in the comment section don't fucking listen. God damn. I literally just said that. I said I can't say that this arc is not bad because it hasn't finished yet.
I think it could be one of those things where they say something, they had it planned, they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah, they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it anyway.
But no, I don't think this arc is trash, man. It's been like I loved the start of the Cracker fight, the seducing woods. It lost me for a little bit. That's mediocre. But then so far it's been good. It's been good.
I'm so glad.
I think Zoe is better.
I agree.
But but Zoe is like a transition.
We'll have to wait till this whole arc ends.
What could make it hype though? Like what so what do you guys think could
I think whatever goes down
separate the arc from
just fucking New World fights.
Party, bro. Like there's like guests, so we don't know who's gonna come to the tea party. You might have some like top tier dudes just come out of nowhere. Capone, what is he planning? Like some crazy shit can go down at the tea party, and Big Mom potentially losing herself, like killing everybody in there.
Yo, hold up. 2 people got their cameras on. Let's get it cracking then.
Hey, shout out to Mugiwara Link, $5. You guys rock with the live video. If people need to support more, you should have 100,000 subs. Hey.
Yo, man, everybody put their cameras on. Let's get it.
If I had a webcam, I'd put it on right now, but I don't.
I'm just messing with you, bro. It's all good. I know some people don't want to turn their cameras on.
I don't think Pharaoh has made a face reveal yet. Like,
has Mac made a face reveal yet? I haven't seen that.
Of course, bro.
With Legend
Mac used
Mac.
to only do face fucking.
Mac used to do live reactions, bro. It's funny.
I do one.
Yo, what happened to the other dude who had the camera on? You gonna make me turn mine off?
Who had the camera on? Was it Draco? Who had the camera?
Hey, yo, but one thing that I don't think people are critical enough on Oda for, and he really has to fix this shit, or I'm gonna be pissed, and I might I'm still gonna read fucking One Piece, and you know, me being pissed isn't the end of the world. But god damn it, Oda, stop skipping fucking fights. That is probably one of the worst things about One Piece. I understand that Oda's does skip some fights to preserve the story and to preserve certain things, but god damn it, oh my, even with Don Flamingo and Luffy. Yeah, there was a part where right after Luffy went Gear 4th, 20 minutes of that fucking fight was skipped, and I'm like, Oda, this is fucking unforgivable. No, this isn't how you do it. There was no narration between Goku and Frieza. Oh, an hour passes for and then we see them fucked up. Like, come on, dude, that shit just drives me crazy.
To add on to that, why did he skip Marimo Yonji versus Sanji?
Yonji is trash. That's all it is, man.
I mean, but it's like, why skip that though? Unless like Sanji did something we haven't seen before.
I mean, I know what you guys are saying for sure. Like, it becomes a point where it's like, enough is enough, Oda. We need to stop skipping these fights. But I know why he's doing it, because he wants to fucking save the hype. Like, it's like a lot of these like top tier fights, he doesn't want to reveal too much about them, or else it's gonna turn into a fucking. It's going to turn into another Marineford where we get left where it's like, wait, what the fuck was this? And it's like all confusing, and you know what I mean?
But man, here's the thing though with that. It's just that when we get the fights, right? Well, first I was pissed to Film Gold how you skip a fight in a non-canon movie. I don't know why you do that. Skip the Sabo Lucci fight.
Yo, if you really go through, right, and you look at how many fucking fights Oda has skipped, it is bad.
You know what's funny? Like, going back to Marineford, like we would get like Crocodile and Mihawk, right? Then we go away from it. We get a tiny Whitebeard, we go away from it. We get like Jozu Aokiji, we go away from it. Like, yo, we get Hancock Smoker, we go away from it. Like, what the fuck, yo? Like, are we going
back to running?
I think the fight that I was probably the most pissed off about Oda skipping, and I think like a lot of people agree with me on this, was fucking Law, Dofi, and fucking Fujitora. That right there. When we went back to the tournament from that fight, I raged. I was fucking pissed.
Yeah, I can't see how long we get out of that. I was like,
I can't even imagine reading fucking Dressrosa week to week.
To be honest,
Bob said all those fights Brago mentioned were one-sided as fuck. Jozu and Aokiji was one-sided.
Nah, I think he. Oh, yeah.
One-sided.
I mean, you complain about Oda not showing the fight, but would you rather it become like fairy tale where every fight is BS?
It doesn't have to be.
I don't think that every
those fights. You could have focused.
I don't think that every fight would be BS though.
Can somebody mute the Django?
The Django. Wait, go ahead. What are you saying, Matt?
Nah, I was just saying I don't think that every fight would be BS. I mean, like the only questionable finish that there has been in One Piece, I think, off the top of my head, would be Rob Lucci versus Luffy. That's really the only questionable fight, because I, bar none, think Luffy should have lost that goddamn fight. But whatever.
It would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
other
outclassed him, but
yeah, I don't know why CP9 would be so weak.
Other than that, I think that the power, like when the fight actually happens, like when fights happen in One Piece, the finishes are pretty good and the resolution is pretty good. They're
always pretty good, but they always leave you questioning.
Kind of short.
Was he really? it's like, it's rarely definitive.
But
It's always something like, I don't know.
the Davi fight was the only fight that was pretty long.
Yo! But another thing
Like-
that somebody just said that I forgot all about was the recent fucking example is fucking Brooke versus Big Mom. Why? Why? And
Yeah, that is
once
true,
again,
bro. That is true.
I understand. I understand that you have to preserve Big Mom's abilities because you don't want to reveal everything. I understand that, but you could have showcased a little bit of Big Mom, and Big Mom is a Yonko. She's strong enough to like all she was trying to do was get Brook like to capture him, and she could have fucking done that like easily.
On top,
Yeah, I think-
and she did do it easily actually.
on top of that, Zeus, Prometheus, and Napoleon are the ones who gave Brooke a hard,
fight.
difficult time. Exactly, they're the ones who defeated Brooke, not Big Mom. So
Yeah, we already know
why
what they
was
can
this-
do to an extent, so that wouldn't be really revealing much, if she's just spamming the lightning in the sun. So we should have saw that fight. We should have seen it. I think how Oda could have made up for it was giving us the full fight score instead of thing at all, just giving us teaser. Hey, this happened. That would have kind of made up for it if we got a full fight between Blackbeard and and that could be like an introduction to Blackbeard's crewmates because we still don't know much about them
Yeah.
as far as their levels and stuff like
I
that.
will say that once we get into Wano, after Whole Cake is done, I think the fight skipping is gonna drop completely because once we get into Wano, I think that's gonna be the part where we get really into the all of the hockey shit in One Piece and all the important stuff like that, to where Oda doesn't have to hide it from us anymore.
I hope you're right.
I mean, I do understand though, where people are like, "Yo, we want to see some fights." I understand, it's not,
He's got so
quote-unquote a
much
battle
story
arc,
that he
but
leaves out the fights to put in more story. It's fucking ridiculous.
we've had so much story though.
I know that's my point. I think I'm afraid that he may get lost in that, and that's why he keeps doing that, not
Yeah.
even realizing it.
I mean, it's one of those things it's working so far for him, so he's not gonna change it. I mean, it's
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
thing is that someone was saying Oda skips the end of series fight with Luffy and Blackbeard, and then you just see a pirate king at the
That'd
end.
be so fucking funny.
I wouldn't like the rate that Oda's going. I wouldn't be surprised.
That would be so. See, I feel honestly not even really thinking about it. I swear to God, I was imagining the Shanks fight, but Shanks basically dying in a non-scene fight between him and Blackbeard, and I just wasn't even thinking about it.
I actually see that happening. I don't think we get Blackbeard versus Shanks because then he'd probably reveal Blackbeard new techniques and shit like that. So I don't think
Yeah,
you
I
even
just-
see that.
just
I
the
think
idea
that's
that
off
I was
screen.
thinking about that without
Well,
realizing.
it depends when Blackbeard versus Shanks is though. It's
I think
if
Why
we-
do y'all want? Why do you
What do you-
all want Shanks to die though?
No,
I don't want
This is
Shanks
better
to
for the
die.
story.
For story purposes.
I want Luffy to get mad. I guess.
Well, I want Big Mom to die for story purposes, but that doesn't explain why she should die though.
I get
Big Mom?
really
Well,
when Luffy.
well,
the only time you get to see the
like-
whole fight is when Luffy's really mad. So it's subconscious.
Well, I'll give
Yeah.
you I'll give you a reason why Big Mom should die. Because if Big Mom doesn't die,
Bitch.
then what's gonna stop her from becoming a Yonko again? After she's
We'll do our
defeated.
Wait, what? Oh,
If Big Mom isn't killed, and same goes with Kaido, they both need to die. If they're not killed,
well, someone else is
then-
going to be the Yonko then.
Impel down.
Wait a second. If they're not killed and they're just defeated, then what's gonna stop them from becoming Yonko again, or what's gonna stop them from people still calling them Yonko?
What could happen is the admirals or marines or government or whatever comes in with literally right after they Kaido / Big Mom defeated, and they take
And
them
they
to,
capture them.
yeah, that could
Okay,
happen.
so then what's gonna stop their whole crew from breaking them out of prison and like that? This is my thing. Like the Yonko, I feel like the Yonko are too prominent to still be alive after the story happens. They're either gonna have to be sent to Impel Down and heavily guarded and executed, or they're gonna have to die.
Yeah, I think
Because
with
if you
Akainu
capture a
as the
Yonko,
Admiral, definitely executed.
But you capture a Yonko, they're getting executed. They're not just gonna say, "Oh, yeah, go ahead and let them chill and implement."
That's an interesting question because I always wondered about that. Like for the Yonko, after you defeat
I think
Kaido,
that was why they fucking did that to Ace, because it was the closest they could get to Whitebeard. Or something.
Yeah.
well,
That's what I
this
figured.
was like a symbolic.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like basically, he's a
execution.
symbolic killing of him, kind of.
Yeah, but like even though like it like capturing Kaido would be even bigger than capturing Ace for like the world
Well, they already
government.
did that.
Well,
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, if they found out a way to kill him,
Yeah,
Well, the thing is, it's like they were hyping the fact that Ace was Goldie Roger's son. It was like you were basically eliminating that era. You know, just like that bloodline is gone.
Well, yeah,
now. So I feel like-
eliminating his bloodline, eliminating his bloodline, so that there could never be someone like him.
I feel it was like getting rid of the last of that era, and that's why he died with Whitebeard.
Yeah. So I think
Died
Ace was
alongside
that was
Whitebeard. They were both from that era.
that was a huge. I mean, capturing an actual Yonko though. I mean, they did kill Whitebeard, but I think they felt that Ace was the bigger kill in that fight because they felt like Whitebeard was pretty much on trend and Ace was
honestly,
ascending.
I could definitely see them fucking pulling an Aizen with Kaido to where like they just fucking capture him and seal him off in a room, and we don't get to see him until in a series.
Yeah, main thing. What I'm trying to say about the Yonko is that defeating them is not enough.
Yeah,
because like simply just defeating them and then walking on and going your merry way to One Piece or to Raftel is not going to be enough for
I think for Big Mom's cases, she got so much shit, so many people.
Let's assume that Luffy's gonna defeat her. When did Luffy ever kill somebody in the series?
Well, who said that Luffy has to who said that Luffy has to kill these said people?
Well, I mean, who's gonna defeat the Yonkos? It has to be someone of the Supernovas, and we're assuming the main character is gonna take one down.
Okay, let me say this. Luffy can be very instrumental to a defeat without actually dealing the finishing blow or without doing the killing.
Yeah, I can definitely
It's
see
possible.
if Luffy has a fight with Kid, that Kid kills one of the Yonko for sure.
Kid would definitely
I
kill.
think Kid would kill. Yeah.
Kid and Killer's killing. But
We all know that Law is a cold-hearted
Blackbeard,
person.
I think Blackbeard would kill him quick as fuck if he had a chance.
Yeah, true.
I mean, every other supernova, I believe, is probably killing. I mean,
What other
I don't-
supernova? We know that Law had a grudge against Doflamingo. He didn't even kill him.
He was trying to kill him, bro.
He tried to kill him with Gamma Knife.
Oh, but did he end up
kill
killing him?
I think Law, it wasn't Law even there. He was on the ground fucking with an arm missing.
Law
Yeah,
got
because
fucked
Gamma
up.
Knife
That's
is
the only
supposed to
reason why
end
he
him.
didn't. Yeah, and the Gamma Knife was supposed to kill Delphi, and it would have if Delphi wouldn't have done what he did.
Well, if he
So
just
let's not
thought
forget
he wasn't
that, too.
just so skilled, basically.
Yeah, he didn't
Pretty much.
expect Dofi to have that.
Now you're giving
I mean-
excuses why he's not dead. Come on, guys, you can do better than that.
He was so good with his fucking fruit. He sewed himself back together. What do you mean?
He could just
Yeah, so
roomed
you
him in
didn't
and
know-
they fucked him up. Come on.
I can't tell if you're trolling or you're just trying to play devil's advocate.
I'm being
or what.
serious.
Wait, what?
We know Kid. We know Kid.
What
and
am
his
I,
crew are
Taekwon,
killing.
to troll you? Come on.
You don't think Drake would end up killing the uncle?
I love you,
I mean,
Taekwon.
Drake is
I
not
think
gonna fix that title.
I don't think that Luffy will kill another Yonko or will kill any of the Yonko. I think a lot of the other supernovas will kill a fucking Yonko though. And I
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
y'all let me know what y'all think about this. But what I've said plenty of times is that after the three like Yonko that were originally introduced in the story, that the story is going to shift over and it's going to be mainly about like the supernovas,
The new era.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I agree.
like the new era.
I
Like,
think that
so-
like the Yonko saga might. I don't know. It's kind of controversial, but I feel like the Yonkos might be dealt with like relatively soon in the story.
Well, it's gonna be something
Almost-
that
almost
shows
seems
a
like
shift, right?
Already, doesn't it?
Even said it in that Stone Wars speech. As far as
Yeah.
like what's coming, and it's gonna be a shift where people are gonna recognize, these guys, they aren't just super rookies anymore. Like they're viable threats.
Exactly. That's what that speech was like signaling. Like, yo, it's gonna be exactly.
And I wouldn't be surprised
Foreshadowing.
like if all of them, like so all the Yonko, right? Like Big Mom, Kaido, Blackbeard, Shanks. I wouldn't be surprised if like all had like I guess a reason to do with their defeat. Probably like same time, where it's like maybe multiple supernovas take down like the Yonko. I think Blackbeard takes down Shanks. I think that happens. As far as Big Mom,
I feel like out of the fucking Yonkos, the two that are gonna kill people are Big Mom and Blackbeard. That's what I feel.
I think
Like the murderous type.
I agree.
Seems insane.
I agree with you, Brago. I think that Blackbeard is probably gonna like take down Shanks, and then the Supernovas, respectively, are gonna be responsible for taking down Big Mom and Kaido.
yeah, Extra Drake, man. I'm worried about Extra Drake, yo. He's a sleeper to me. Like I don't know.
I
Like
think he may have something to do with Kaido.
I'm not worried about X Drake at all. X Drake is just gonna be
Isn't
good.
like another
Or
part.
after the Rouge thing, I don't want to underestimate any Supernova and end up like a Rouge.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think X Drake is gonna be a monster, yo. I think Drake is gonna be a monster.
Strongest
yo.
supernova. I'm
he's
just
gonna be
saying.
good.
He flew in and
Nah,
fucked
bro.
up the beast before the time skip.
Oh man, when is the X Drake overhype gonna stop?
Dude,
I don't know, bro. Like I said, Drake as a kid, they said he was powerful. He was just
Exactly.
a bitch, and
And
now
he was a vice admiral too, wasn't he?
Seemingly had his devil fruit.
He was Drake's highest rank that he got to in the Marines was Rear Admiral.
Oh, okay. Rear admiral.
yeah, so he's rear admiral, but it's like his dad is like, oh, he's the strongest here. He's just a punk, you know. And then they
Yeah, he's
commented
just a
about him, his dad being dead. He said he doesn't care about that anymore. I don't know about that.
Just
But,
like how Bounty
Drake
doesn't
has a
equate
plan.
to power, I don't think Marine rank equivalents to power either.
oh, I just thought of something.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah, you know how Matt believes that after the Yonko, there's going to be a supernova war. I was thinking that Drake, because he's been foreshadowed to, you know, he's betrayed the Marines in the past, and he's been foreshadowed to, you know what I'm saying, right? So I believe that. Well, I don't believe. I think
Right.
that to help Matt's point out, how should I phrase this? Yeah, to help Matt's point out, the supernovas after teaming up to defeat the Yonko, Drake will.
Trade him.
Yeah.
I think look. I think that there's gonna be more than one supernova that like so. Okay, look at this. So you have Law. Law's still a wild card. People think that Law is gonna like come out of the and betray Luffy at some point. I mean, at some point it has to happen. They can't
It's
just
gonna
be in a It's gonna happen. It's definitely going
I
to
don't
happen.
agree with that.
Okay,
no.
Look, I'm just
at some point he's gonna like. First of all, I think Law could possibly have something when he saved him.
yes. What did Law do when he saved them? Like he
It's like-
probably did
I
something
think-
to.
Yeah, I think Law has something that's just waiting, like for that, like just for that moment. Maybe people are saying that Law owes Luffy at this point. I don't think so. I think they're like even at this
They're
point.
even at this point.
The only reason I would think that Law
they're
would be
even.
bad is like back when he was, or Dolphy was reminiscing about him being little. I guess he was just like, he was a little asshole. So maybe he's a dick. Now that he's gonna go back.
Yo,
to it again.
Yo, I'm
But
saying
what I always say though
this-
is Law would be just like Dofi if he didn't meet Corazon.
Yeah, that's what Dolphy said. He said the same
Yeah.
shit. He was like, for sure, you were a crazy little kid. I reminded me of myself.
Yeah,
Yo,
Yeah, he would
all,
be
all
just
I'm
like
gonna say, all I'm gonna say is Luffy and Law can't like they can't be fucking best friends forever when they're both going after the One Piece. Like Law has already stated he wants to get the One Piece. Kid's done the same thing. Luffy's done the same thing. Like at one point or another, they're gonna have to realize, yo, okay, well this was cool. We defeated the Yonko, but now I gotta fuck you up because you want what I want.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible
I
that
think
like
the hint was there when at the moment not Marineford, Dressrosa, when Law was like, I can't let Luffy do everything. I have my own prestige as a pirate.
Exactly. He's like, I have my own notoriety as a pirate to live up to as well. Like, he's not just gonna sit back and let Luffy
Right,
just do everything.
I agree with you guys, but it doesn't have to go through betrayal. It could just be like a friendly, or not really friendly, but like a, all right, I'm off on my own now, but I'm still your enemy after this.
I
Like,
think
you know what I mean?
I think how you would betray him is by helping the Marines get to him. That's what I think. Because he was talking to Son Goku, the other guy, Corazon was
Again,
a
it's like
Marine.
where Fruit was
I don't know.
saying.
He gave 200 hearts of pirates to the Marines.
You- Guys, you know what would be perfect though? what would be perfect as a transition to the new era? If an admiral shows up again at Wano, right? Just like Sabaody.
That's what I was talking about this earlier.
Yeah, and then the Supernovas, they're like, "What do you think you're doing? Like,
wait,
what do
yeah,
you
like,
think you're just gonna come and just
Wait, say that again, Brago. Say that again, Brago. What'd you say?
Basically, he was saying if like they get another scene in Wano to where like the admiral comes, and like this time around, like they're like fending him off and shit like that. Like they can't really beat him, but it's not like before where they were getting fucking.
Yeah, so at first, like,
that's gonna be
Admiral's gonna drop in, right?
yo. That's
The Admiral's gonna
fucking
drop in,
lit.
right? So the Admiral drops in, and then remember Sabaody, probably flashback to Sabaody when everybody started running.
Yeah, and it
Everybody's
was
gonna
one-
look
it
at
was
him.
One
like,
admiral. It was
you
one
really
admiral.
just
Yo, they're gonna be like,
one
did you
admiral's
really
gonna fall.
just,
They're
did
like,
you really
are
just
you
jump in
just
front of us,
I
nigga?
think it's gonna be one admiral goes there, and then he's gonna be all fuck. I need help.
he's gonna be fucked up. He's gonna be fucked up.
Yo, I want to
One
keep.
They're like, yo,
I want to keep the topic
He's so
like I want to keep the topic here, but like one of the scenes that I can't wait to see like a redo over is like Luffy in front of the 3 admirals, whatever 3 it is again, like he was in Marineford. But then this time, like he's like, "Yo, I'm ready for this stage," and they're like, "Oh shit, he is."
I think.
What do you guys think about
I think-
Aokiji? You think he's gonna fucking? What do you think he's still? Marine?
Aokiji,
I just can't figure out if he's still a Marine or if he's.
I still think he's a Marine, bro.
Aokiji is
Or if he's a Marine and he just hates
revolutionaries.
him and Akainu could be like, I think they're really good friends. For those where they respect each other so much
Yeah,
that he
they
just,
either like each other
you know.
really a lot, and it was a plan, or
yeah, it's up
Yeah.
to plan.
or they hate each other, or he just hate. He's still a Marine and he just hates Akainu.
I mean, they
Pretty much
just have,
everyone thinks that Aokiji is a revolutionary, but like that's
yeah,
almost like too
Too
obvious
obvious.
for me. It's like way
obvious.
too obvious.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
It's
Another thing I want
kind
to,
of silly.
as far as like, what do you guys think? A lot of people hate Akainu, saying he's like this Marine that just won't do anything. He's just
I
this
love
scumbag.
Nobody likes
Right.
fucking.
But do you guys realize though, Sengoku is no different from Akainu?
Yeah.
Why?
How?
Sengoku doesn't do anything.
Who?
And like cover up. Sengoku is pretty much like Akainu, but he gets this
I
good
don't
guy.
know about
Son Goku was down
Nah.
to kill Whitebeard
Brago.
and everybody else out there. He was very down. He was not.
Wait, so wait,
hesitating to
Akainu,
kill
for him to get that whole Squadro thing, right? Didn't he have to get approval from Sengoku? Didn't Sengoku say let it
No. Well,
Hold on.
he jumped up and froze the water. Then they split up. Kizaru goes off, and he's fighting the other dudes. And then he goes off
Yeah, I'm
and
pretty
does.
sure
that
Akainu did it by himself.
Goes off and
No,
does
no, no.
that before the whole fucking shooting the hands up.
what I'm saying is like with the Sengoku, right? He gets this whole persona as far as like Sengoku is like this good Marine. I don't think Sengoku's a good guy.
Yo,
like he
yo,
covers up.
Brago,
Whitebeard was saying Son Goku wouldn't do
Brago,
this.
let me put this into perspective for you. Why I don't think that Akainu was like Sengoku, or why they're not cut from the same cloth. If
I think he was in cahoots with
Akainu, if Akainu would have been the fleet admiral whenever Shanks showed up, and if he would have asked Akainu what he asked Sengoku, Akainu would have said, "Fuck no, I'm gonna whoop your ass. You gotta take him over my dead. You gotta take Whitebeard and Ace's dead body over my dead body."
I don't know.
That's what.
I don't know because it's like that was just a respect thing. If somebody showed that Akainu respected, I think he's stopping.
I don't.
Because Akainu,
I
the
don't
thing is,
know.
Akainu didn't have to stop there.
What is
he
this,
didn't have
Hunter
to.
x Hunter? You think Akaino's gonna be a good guy? Come on.
Yo, Akainu wasn't
But
gonna stop.
Sengoku
That's
isn't
the
a good
thing.
guy. He's not a good
Yeah,
guy.
I know what you're saying,
I
Brago.
think-
I know
I
what you're
think
saying.
Sengoku-
Like he was basically in on that whole Squardo plan. Like he was. I feel like Son Goku. Whitebeard was sat there and was like, "Son Goku wouldn't let this happen."
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Sengoku is not fucking sending a fucking Buddha fist at
don't have the
Kobe.
same personality, but they do uphold the same type of justice.
Oh yeah, I guess you got a point.
I don't agree.
Look,
I don't agree
I don't
with that
agree.
necessarily either because look, let's not forget that whenever Kuma popped up, out of nowhere on Thriller Bark, Sengoku was pissed off that they were trying to hide the fact that Luffy defeated Moria.
Mhm.
And when I say they, I'm talking about the Gorosei.
But he still did it. He still went along with it.
Yeah, he still went along
Nah,
with it
bro,
because
this
they're
is
higher
ridiculous,
than
bro.
him.
Sengoku's not the
Alright.
same Sakaino. You really think Sengoku's gonna send a Buddha-fist at Kobe and Marineford?
If it
Alright,
means
why-
protecting
Try to
something,
kill him? Nah, bro.
Sengoku is the king of covering shit up, bro.
Why didn't
No.
that
The
was
Goro say the Goro say are the kings of covering shit up. Sengoku has to go along with it. Remember, Sengoku
He
was
has no
telling
choice, bro.
Yeah, he has no
Back in-
choice but to go along with it. And then another thing, like Sengoku was encouraged, like he recommended Aokiji to be fleet admiral so that Aokiji
That was
could have more
spicy.
power to do
Because
things that he
was
Aokiji
spicy.
actually questions the system. Sengoku didn't have the balls to do that. He just went along whatever they said. Aokiji's like, yo, what are we doing
Do
here?
people realize that it was Sengoku who gave, I think, orders to Kuzan when they were doing the Buster call and
Ohara?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it was him.
Garp. It was Garp, Roger, Son Goku, Whitebeard. Like that.
Yeah,
was,
he told
that
like,
was this was his
doesn't matter.
battle. Like he was
First,
flipping
this
out when
first-
the fuck, when Whitebeard went underwater with the bubble on his ship, and he was like, "Oh, how did I let him get this close?" Like
All right.
that was his fucking battle. Like he was, you know what I'm saying? That's why, and it got destroyed. His whole place got destroyed.
Also,
Do you-
I think his justice is like justice over everything.
okay.
So
I feel like that
So
was
he's
his
not-
main
as
fucking
far as-
battle right there.
So
was
here's the
Whitebeard.
thing,
He's
he's
been
not-
waiting.
he's
For,
not-
Garp was a retired gray-haired dude, and he was still fucking waiting for
The
his
only
shit.
He's not a Kainu where he's killing a fodder marine because he's running away. I don't think he's doing that. But as far as like their sense of justice, where it's like get the job done no
Yeah,
matter what,
exactly,
I
yeah.
think he's doing it. I think he's like doing some shady shit just to get it done.
Oh,
I think that
sure.
I think that Sengoku was cut from the same cloth as Garp and Aokiji. But okay, because look, Garp and Smoker and Aokiji are all like, you know, parallels of each other, in the sense that they hate, you know, what the government like that the government does. Look, that the government does what they want to do, and they don't.
I think Garp goes along with it.
Garp doesn't go along with it. Garp, like how
He
does
goes along with it to a point. I mean, he doesn't really listen to them. Like, you know, you don't got to stand in line and salute, but he does all this fucking lapdog work for him. And he still wants all of his kids to be Marines, and he still, you know.
I mean,
I don't think like Kuzan is like. I think Kuzan is like a similarity to Garp, but Sengoku is like a similar to Kizaru in a way.
yes, I wouldn't go that far.
Nah,
It's like-
Garp is another one where I question him in so many different ways, but
Well, Garp's
I feel
a
like
piece of
Fuji-
shit.
I feel like
because
Son
Garp
Goku-
chose his fucking
or-
job over his family.
I honestly feel like Fujitora is the synonym to Son Goku. Like,
well,
Yeah, I can see that.
Fujitora was like I said, you have to have the balls to go against like what the Gorosei say, to go against like this whole upholding the standards of the Marines. And I feel like Aokiji has those qualities, and Fujitora, he obviously did that already. Wanted to do it, but it's like Smoker is not. He's high enough to be able to do that. So Fujitora did what he couldn't, what Smoker couldn't.
they're on the ship.
He's like a guy.
Noodles and Son Goku's all you can go back there, just fucking apologize. I don't want to apologize. And
Right,
he seems like to really like Fujitora.
Yeah.
So just go with it. Don't worry about it. Just go with the.
Yeah, Sengoku is like a mixture between the two, where he goes along with stuff the Goroso says, and he kind of questions it, but he doesn't do
Yeah,
anything
but he
about it.
doesn't do anything.
but he
about it.
doesn't do
Fujitora doesn't
anything
give a
about it.
fuck. Fujitora doesn't give a fuck what they say usually. He
He's
doesn't.
like, yo, this isn't right.
Fujitora is trying to bring.
Don't roll the dice. It's up to the dice. Fuck you.
But he controls the dice anyway. He's a fucking fraud. He's a fraud. But I mean, it's like you gotta
Still,
respect somebody like Fujitora. So because that's difficult to do. I mean, it's
And
not
none of the
something
other
easy to
admirals
go
would
against,
yell
like,
at Akainu like he did. He was fucking all, fuck you, man. Fucking calm down. They were fucking freaking out on each other. And none of the other admirals will even come close to doing that.
people. Okay, let me ask you guys this. This like I don't want us to get too crazy, but do you guys think Garp could have really killed a Kainu at Marineford?
No.
Maybe. I don't know. They say he was a badass, but
No, I don't think so.
So
if you're that angry, maybe that's the only reason I say maybe.
I
What
think
I'm
he
saying-
could have, just because of the fact
Well,
that
well,
Akane was kind of fucked up.
If you're that mad, why is Sengoku holding you back?
Yeah, that's the only reason I say it. The anger. Like,
thing is,
it's not like
he
if he's a
wants-
happy guy, they're gonna fight. He's gonna
you
win.
want Garp to like lose his
Yeah.
face. You know, he's been this Marine who has been shown as a hero for like ever since what's his name, Roger was around. So if he
Yeah,
kind of loses
exactly.
this reputation like just in one moment, like just like nah, like Sengoku's like nah, I ain't allowing you to do that shit.
Well, I think it would be a hit. I think Sengoku's looking out for the Marines there, because if the hero Garp does that, can you imagine the backlash
Yeah,
of the Marines?
exactly.
I don't think Sengoku cared. You know what I'm saying? Sengoku was
You
thinking about the
also
Marines.
noticed that Son Goku didn't fight Whitebeard, his old adversary, the main guy. But everybody else in front of it, he's like, go, everybody else, fucking kill that motherfucker.
Well,
Like,
Sengoku didn't fight the whole fight.
the hero Garp. I don't know. They're just synonyms. It's weird. They're like opposites.
Sengoku didn't fight. Sengoku didn't fight the whole time because he's the commander in chief.
I know that. I'm
point.
just saying in the sense of the difference between Garp and him. It seems like Garp would have definitely fought if it was Roger, the one that was still alive. He would have tried to.
Yeah, I like the mutual respect that Sengoku and Garp and Whitebeard had for each other, though.
Yeah, exactly. They seemed like synonyms of each other. Basically.
Yeah, that was cool to see. And someone was saying that if Rayleigh was there instead of Whitebeard, they probably would have stood a better chance or something. Somebody left a comment like that.
Y'all gotta stop with this
Brago,
shit, man.
Yeah. So
If you
here's
have
the
a power,
thing.
like all that
Whitebeard,
happened
I just want to point this out where Whitebeard noticed that they were trying to trap them, and Whitebeard told them to like attack the Marine ships to kind of like so they don't get trapped by the encircling walls. So it's like Whitebeard did have strategy to him. So people felt like Whitebeard was dumb, but Whitebeard wasn't dumb at all. Like he was.
People think like Rayleigh is like this like smart guy that knows everything, but I think he's pretty similar to Whitebeard in the sense where they both know tactics and all of that stuff because they're both of them are like what you call it veterans in a way. They know battles, they've seen war, they've seen that, they've seen all that.
Yo, I gotta throw shots. I gotta fucking drop nukes real quick because we have somebody in this stream right now who thinks that fucking Rayleigh could have beaten Kizaru back on Sabaudi. So according to this person, Rayleigh would have been the fucking equalizer. Rayleigh would have fucked shit up. If he would have been
at Marineford.
I'm just being an asshole right now.
Let me say this. As far as the Admirals, right? The Admirals and Marineford, they were not focused on one-on-one fights. They were supervising the whole time. They were filling in all the gaps.
For users, like we've still never seen a hockey alone guy go full out fighting on any time. They just shown their powers.
Like the whole Marineford thing, the Marines, they were just filling in the gaps. Like where was a weakness, they would go there and stop it. So they weren't like, so there'd be in a one-on-one fight, they didn't just leave it. They were just like, all right, whatever. It's cool over here. Let's go to somewhere else. So they weren't really worried about 1v1s as much. They were just worried about like stopping the advance of the pirates. If Rayleigh is there though, I mean, it's one of those because Garp really didn't do anything. So it's like if Rayleigh's there, I think then Garp does do more. So I think that would probably fire Garp up again because he's like, Rayleigh?
That would be a good fight because I feel like they should be around the same level.
They should be, yeah. I think Garp is slightly stronger, but
wait, stronger than who?
Rayleigh.
Oh,
Garp is.
Look. I'm staying away from all of this shit. Yesterday, y'all had me on some shit when y'all said that Dak was an A+. I was, but we're not doing this. We're not doing this today. Not tonight.
Well, here's the thing. People are saying Akainu went all out. Well, Akainu didn't go all out. He was trying more than the other admirals because he had a mission. Destroy Ace and Luffy in particular,
and he succeeded.
I feel like he had he got pissed because they came and fucking tried to stop it. I don't know. It seems like.
Well, I think Akainu was he was impressed with Luffy, but then he was kind of like, we have to eliminate this threat right now. Like we cannot let this guy leave here.
He flipped out. I think he really flipped out when the Conqueror's Hockey thing happened.
The Conqueror's Hockey put everybody on notice.
I know. I think
that's
when
like
he
everybody
flipped out. Was like, I gotta kill this motherfucker.
Was the one who was trying the most, but I feel like he couldn't go
trying the most
friendly fire. He might hurt like 1,000 Marines on the side and stuff like when he was about to attack Ace, he told the Marines the next day, he's like, yo, you guys get away from me, I gotta attack Ace, and he brought the magma out.
I don't think Akainu was going all out because hard, But as far as going all out, I remember the clash with Whitebeard and Akainu, and then Akainu said you got to stop destroying the island, and Whitebeard was like protected then. So Akainu was concerned somewhat with not destroying everything. When attacked like something like reckless, not really reckless, but when he did the when he shot the lava up in the air so that he could
at that point, right? The Whitebeard pirates were like over.
They were all in one place. They were all in the encircling walls.
Yeah, it was perfect.
And again, back to the fact as far as Akainu might melt in the ice, Akainu literally just melted all the ice that was there. So, and then they were like burning in the water and stuff. So I mean,
I don't think Akainu went all out.
No, he wasn't going all out.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I think he was going all out when he was actually physically fighting Whitebeard at the moment. Maybe.
I think to try to kill him. If he's going all out, right? Like if you're fighting, I think Akainu tries to like turn everything around him to lava so that he can like move through it.
Like no, like when he punched him and he's fucking like he punched through his chest and he's like he fucking gets all pissed. Like it looks like a little more explosive.
I think when Akainu was probably fighting at like his highest like the best that he was fighting at during Marineford was when Whitebeard fucking came behind him and he punched the fuck out of him. That right there that y'all are talking about. Yes, he was probably like closer to going all out there, but I still don't think he was going all out because.
The thing is, like, he couldn't. I don't feel like he could be as explosive as he wanted to be. He had to kind of control his punches, where he had to limit it to like, okay, I got to blow up his insides. I can't just eviscerate him with just like a
That's what I mean. I think he went all out right there. Like that's what I mean. Exactly.
So you like
tried his hardest to kill the motherfucker. What's this?
Your cat's key, bro.
What's that like?
I'm gonna say something real quick, and then so I just want to say that like you see how you said he couldn't go all out. He had to control his punches, Akainu.
Right.
I just feel it's biased because don't you think Whitebeard had to control his earthquake punches? He's the strongest man in the world.
It's already stated that he was doing that.
No, but Brago just said it in a one-sided way where he didn't. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, yo, just be fair. I don't care who's stronger at the end. Just like, be fair with it.
He's saying he wasn't going all out. He's not even saying that in reference to his power, Ty. What are you talking about?
No, but listen though, like that got to a point where like he was lucky to stay alive. Whitebeard almost killed him. I don't get how he wasn't going all out right there. Plus, I agree. Yeah, Plus, he fought all the Whitebeard commanders pretty much in Crocodile. So it's like, I don't think... So put it like this. If that's the case, y'all need to rank him at S. Then, like, if that's the case, I think he wasn't going all out.
I just think that there's a tier. Look, this is what I'm gonna say. I just think that the difference in gaps, like the difference in tiers of strength in One Piece is super huge. You had I mean, I think that's the most obvious thing. You gotta
wait.
That's the only thing that
I gotta say about the whole Akainu going out. If you read the manga, it takes like what a couple of panels between the fight between Akainu and Whitebeard. He didn't have time to go all out because it was a one shot, bro.
Well, no, when he hits him in the chest and blows up his inside.
No, that never happened.
The second time. He fucking kneels to the.
That never happened in the anime. In the manga.
Or even the first time, I think he kneels down, doesn't he?
No.
So then, okay, well then, never mind. I thought he kneeled down. And there was a time period in between there.
No, that only happened. That only happened in the anime.
Manga, right? One panel. Akainu and Whitebeard.
Go ahead, Pharaoh. Go ahead.
Sorry?
Say that again, Pharaoh. I didn't hear that.
And then manga, right? It was one panel, and it was done. It was when Whitebeard did his quake. I think it was Heaven and Earth, and Akainu ripped off Whitebeard's head. That was it, bro. That was it. Like, Akainu doesn't have time to go all out because Whitebeard was already behind him, bro.
Bro, if fucking Blackbeard nearly destroyed Marineford 3 seconds after getting the fruit, I can only imagine what Whitebeard was able to do with that thing.
Yo, I think Whitebeard was limited to the point as far as health, though. I don't know how much he could really bring out of the fruit because we saw how much more destructive Blackbeard was. I mean, that could be just him not having control.
Well, look, the thing that we have to remember,
but the thing was already fucked up, and then he just finished it off.
The thing that we have to remember is that Whitebeard was conserving his power because he did not want to hurt Ace. That's why the Ace was there. No one could go all out on Whitebeard's side because of the liability of Ace.
What about Luffy?
I agree with that.
At this point, when Blackbeard, when Blackbeard got the
that scale, Luffy's fodder, so he doesn't count.
yes, on that scale, Luffy is fucking fodder. Like, don't even factor Luffy in. Like, what are we doing? Hang on. When you have Blackbeard who's using the heaven and earth, he doesn't give a fuck about anybody, and he even said that he was going to destroy the island.
Yeah.
So he was trying to do that. That's what his goal was. To destroy the island. And then remember, Sengoku says, this is literally the center of the universe. I'm not gonna let you just say something about just destroy this island that easily.
Yeah, and after Ace died, Whitebeard did turn his power up.
Yeah.
He did turn it up, but it's like it was still like hard to watch because you felt like he couldn't bring out all of it. It was just like, man, this
The only thing that I seen that he couldn't do, if he even tried to do that, was when he tried to use King Conqueror's Haki, but it didn't work. That's the only thing I seen him do that he couldn't do. Other than that, he did great.
There's a part where Sengoku, when Ace was rescued and everything, Sengoku was like, oh, he's not holding back now. He's really trying to sink Marineford.
Yeah.
So,
but at the same time, like I do understand that like people like Akainu, they had to watch out. But then I can't even say that though, because he was spamming those magma fists from the sky. Like no Marines was getting hit.
A calculated attack though.
Listen. No Marines was getting hit, but when Fuji did it, Marines was getting hit. So you could say like he's better than Fuji.
But Fuji was like testing stuff because Fuji like didn't even like.
No, I know, but it was still one of those things where like he didn't give an F and he was just like spamming those magma.
No, he did it on
like not holding back.
No,
I think they might have even told the Marines to like step back when he did that or whatever.
So are you guys saying
pirates were over the wall at that time?
They were.
Yeah, true.
I don't think Akainu gives a fuck about that.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Like it was parts in the war where people was holding back, then it was parts in the war where they wasn't holding back.
I kind of understand why the government didn't go all out, but so you're saying all the Whitebeards didn't go all out?
I don't think so. Hell no.
At times though, I feel like because you never want to like.
Look. You can't say the Whitebeards didn't. The Whitebeards, none of the Whitebeards went all out. The only one that was even close to showcasing his full extent, and he didn't do so, was Whitebeard.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think
everyone else. And this is why I say that Marineford is not a good example, because everybody else, literally, other than Whitebeard, was preserved for the sake of the story.
Why would they preserve themselves if their main objective is to attack?
He might have.
Okay. Look.
He presented his argument kind of wrong because not like preserve. Some people like Marco got cuffs on him, so it's not like Marco preserved himself.
No, Marco went all out. Marco went all out. 100%.
Here's why they have to preserve themselves in a way.
No, Marco
Marco
tried to go all out, but he couldn't. He
let
got
me say this. They weren't trying to like go for 1v1s. They were doing the same thing the Admirals were doing, where they were filling in the gaps where it's like, okay, this person is like getting beaten over here. I got to step in over here, or I got to step in over here. So it's like they weren't just like, okay, I just got to go 1v1 and just beat this Admiral.
Yeah, like Marco had direct instructions from Whitebeard to leave fucking Luffy alive. And how many?
So it's like, but you saw like they kept protecting Whitebeard for one, right? They kept stepping in for Whitebeard every time somebody would either try to come his back or something. And then they were protecting Luffy as well. So the Whitebeards, it's like they had their hands full with doing all this other stuff, leading their troops. So it's like the 1v1s, like those are just like quick clashes, then they moved on.
Yo, and then another thing that we're forgetting, and that somebody just pointed out in the comment section, the Whitebeards were rescuing Ace. They're not there to fight. They're there to get Ace and dip out.
True.
Yeah, they're not trying to. They weren't trying to fight. No Whitebeard went all out except Whitebeard.
Moved up the execution, so then they had to change their whole strategy in a way. We're like, all right, we just gotta go all out now to try and save him. So it's like they were like racing against the clock here. So they can't really worry about 1v1s.
And then another thing is that if y'all don't believe the argument is that when they went to Impel Down, it was the same thing. Try to rescue Ace. Like when they met Blackbeard, they probably could have beat Blackbeard, or they probably could have fought Blackbeard and his crew, like Luffy, Crocodile, Jinbei, Ivankov. But they was like, even if we do win, this is too time consuming. We just gotta, this isn't getting your brother back.
Make sense. That goes back to the
exactly.
Dolphy and his Aokiji thing. Where it's like, why did Dolphy run away from him? Then it's like that would be stupid to fight an admiral.
So this even
all those problems.
This even goes back to things like Mihawk versus Vista. Them fighting right there, it's not solving anything. It's not helping Mihawk's side, and it's not helping Vista's side. So they decided like, let's finish this later.
It was a stalemate essentially.
Well, Vista is more helping Vista's side because Vista was protecting Luffy.
We saw a stalemate.
He stepped in.
But it's like one of those things where like, no matter who wins, it's not beneficial. We got bigger things. We got more important things to do.
Yeah.
It didn't it didn't matter if people were like winning one-on-one fights in Marineford because it just didn't matter. They were they were trying to rescue Ace. But I kind of
get what you guys are saying.
That though. Yeah. Hold on.
They didn't have the manpower to basically get Ace. That's what you guys
my biggest thing. My biggest thing is, and y'all are saying, like, I think you asked, and I'm talking to the guy with the buggy picture. I think you asked, why would they preserve their abilities if they're trying to do this? Perfect example is we just saw someone who was at Marineford, and what we've seen from him, he could have fucked shit up at Marineford way worse than he did if he would have done all that he was capable of doing. Was Dolphy.
That's true. What I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is. Whitebeard's side. What I was trying to say is Whitebeard's side didn't have the manpower because the government was on defense. Basically, they were just Joe's who tried to get in. Oh, he got blocked. Everybody was getting blocked basically. So they couldn't go all out. Then they have to preserve their power.
I think Whitebeard's a nicer person than Kainu, for example. He wouldn't give a fuck about killing Marine, but I was saying is killing a Whitebeard pirate.
Well, I don't think. Well, at that point, I kind of couldn't just like spam his stuff because then it's like, all right, like you can't just kill people on your side. When he killed that dude running away.
He killed that dude running
away.
No,
that was behind like.
That was desert.
He killed. And I'm pretty sure there was fucking Marines on the field where he shot those fists.
No. He shot it into the encircling walls where the pirates were trapped. All the Marines were on the other side. Yeah, so that's when Sengoku told him to do it. Goku was like,
it was Sengoku that actually told him that plan.
So even that, just to touch on that real fast. So you think Sengoku was like, Akainu, can you go 50%? It's like I'm pretty sure that was like the Akainu go all out right there.
No, that was just the move. Listen,
Brago. That don't mean he used every move at his disposal, but he was still playing no games, spamming that attack. You know what I mean? Like it took stamina to do that.
He'll move to catch them. That was like the perfect attack because they were trapped.
Okay, Kizaru was the first one doing it.
Well, I feel like he did too much. He did that. He fought Whitebeard. He fought the rest of Whitebeard's crew and Crocodile. Like, if you're trying to say that's not him going all out, just put him at an S.
He didn't look. Look. This is all I'm gonna say.
I give Akainu A+, but I'm saying if y'all saying all of that, which I don't agree with.
Look, if Marineford did not look anything reminiscent to Punk Hazard, he didn't go all out. So that's it. Like let's kill this argument.
That's not true. No, wait, hold on. That's not true right there. It's because with that type of with that, his powers and Aokiji powers, they clash with each other, like making Punk Hazard split 50-50.
I feel like the fire and
there was an entire
was the fight.
Dude, 50% of the fight, 50% of the island was magma. That's some stuff that has nothing to do with ice. Like,
we seen Aokiji, right? We seen him when he told Dolphy to leave Smoker alone. I'm just saying, like, y'all assuming he could turn. We don't know how Logia Awakenings work. Y'all assuming that like he could just turn everything into magma, like Dolphy did with his powers. But it's put it like this: Zoans just don't turn everything into animals. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. So it's like we don't know. No, to be fair. So it's like I don't really like how Brago's saying that, like he didn't turn everything into magma, so he didn't go all out. Like wait. I just want to say, hold on. Wait, hold on. I just want to say that, like it could have got like that from him spamming magma attacks. Like how Aokiji did that thing when Dolphy didn't leave Smoker and he just froze everything within the blink of an eye. We don't know what they could do. So I feel like but
I feel like they're both double for users. Like the way they fight is using those things, magma and ice, and they were fighting for days.
So I agree.
A shitload of magma and a shitload of ice.
And next time
on these islands, you know what I'm saying?
And remember they told you that Whitebeard, he only fell to his knees in the anime, right?
Yeah.
Don't ever let them play you like that again. I'm gonna send you a link to the official Viz translations.
I got a question.
Appreciate it.
If there was
They never put him on his knees, bro. Like,
No, I'm not saying that I'm just saying like I'm gonna send him the official translations. Like
what if there was 2 Yonkos there? 2 Yonkos crews there.
I mean, fighting at Marineford. I think it would.
Yeah. If there's two Yonko's crew, if there's 2 Yonko crew there, okay. If there's 2 Yonko's crews,
like Whitebeard and Big Mom.
Fighting against Marines.
The Marines are losing, but then we have to kind of look at like how the warlords were operating too. Like Hancock is pretty much.
I think they would be.
I think it would have been an even match.
Well, not really, because Doflamingo was playing around. Doflamingo was like this.
Yeah, I think the warlords have been forced to fight.
Like the Yonko would win. The Yonko would win because I don't know. It's like they have the warlords, but
just think about Big Mom. They have their pirates. Just think about.
They have their crews as well, yo. Like they have their commanders as well, and then the warlords are pretty much stuck with them. Who are taking care of these Yonko?
So hold on.
Or just Kaido, they couldn't kill him. Imagine that.
You know how? Oh, well,
they can defeat him though. They don't have to kill him.
I know. I'm just saying if they had all the other pirates too fighting.
You know how that goal was to.
They can't kill him. Like if he was an Oars type concept, he's walking in front of them, so they can't really.
You know how that goal was to free Ace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine when Vista was fighting Mihawk. Mihawk is like, "Yo, let's finish this next time." Vista like, "Nah, I'm getting this title." Like, "Yo, forget Ace." He's just focused on
he's like, "Okay, you chose your fate."
Yo, hold on.
Look, that's an interesting question. 2 Yonko versus the Marines at Marineford with the Shichibukai. I really don't like.
If you think about it, there'll be 3 Admirals against the 2 Yonkos, basically.
I did a
I
did a straight
4 Admirals versus Yonko.
No, we're not including.
See, you'd also have to.
I'm not talking about Fuji. I'm talking about Sengoku.
Okay, 4 Admirals versus 2 Yonkos.
Forget don't forget about Garp either, because Garp.
Garp is gonna fight the commanders. He's gonna like lay down the commanders.
Garp wouldn't fight commanders, bro. Garp was fighting on par.
Strategically, he's gonna like. I think 4 Admirals can hold 2 Yonkos. And the rest, like the Shichibukai, will like get rid of the commanders. Then they'll come back to the Yonkos.
I agree.
Okay, so if it comes down to me personally, I think if it came down to them deciding between Garp and Sengoku to fight, they're going with Garp every single time.
Y'all are not considering.
We don't know how strong Sengoku.
I agree with you I agree with you to some extent. Like I feel like, all right, look, listen, you just gave an example of 4 Admirals fighting 2 Yonko. Of course, the Yonko would get overpowered, but if a Yonko for the Admiral, a Yonko for the Admiral, and one of their right-hand man for the Admiral and for the Admiral.
No.
I see the Yonko winning now. You know what I mean? So like, let's just say that like, wait, hold on. Yeah. So it's like that's what the right-hand man is for. Why would they? Why would they?
What I'm trying to say is, you got Dofi. That's close to an Admiral. You got Mihawk.
No, but listen though.
I'm saying he's an S. He's an A+.
Listen to what I'm saying. Like, if you think Marco or if you think Potato Starch could be the Admiral or not, they're still holding them off. And the Yonko could, and I think like the Yonko versus the Admiral, they're doing more than holding them off. You've seen what Old Chick and Injured Whitebeard, the Takaino.
Wait. So the Yonko commanders have 3 commanders that are like on that level, right?
No,
just one commander.
No.
First commander.
One commander.
First commander.
One.
Wait, hold on. But that is a tricky situation. I just want to say this: like they do have one, but kind of like Zoro and Sanji. Like, there's a gap there, but it's not the biggest gap.
It's not the biggest gap, but like
I don't think it's a crazy gap between Jozo and Marco.
No, I think those high tier vice admirals like Momonga and Oniguma.
Yeah, they can handle a second commander, or
they can handle commanders.
Okay,
hold on, yo, Brago. I think Jozu goes through all of those people, especially with his diamond.
Stop it!
Listen. We're talking about the vice admirals.
No, okay.
Look.
Hang on a second, because this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like right here. We haven't seen any of those vice admirals in action. And this is why I say that like vice admirals are probably the most inconsistent thing in One Piece besides hockey, because you have these 5 vice admirals that are like put on fucking pedestals because nothing bad has happened to any of those 5 vice admirals.
I can't agree.
Look. Hang on. No. There's like you can say that you don't agree, Ty, but what bad has happened to any of those 5 vice admirals that showed up? That showed up during the Buster Call. That showed up during the Buster Call on Ena's lobby. That showed up on the Buster Call on Ena's lobby. What has happened? What has happened to any of them?
Wait, listen. Look, I got something for it. It's so good, but what I want to say is that hold on. Was the guy with the stripes one of them, or that wasn't? Oh, he wasn't one of them. The guy that like he stopped Hancock from turning him into stone. Was he one of them or no?
He's one of the top ones.
That was Momonga.
All right, look. So even that, he was able to avoid his soul from turning into stone, but that still takes a while. So it's like I feel like those people are not scrubs, but I don't think that they're messing with.
Wait. What did you say?
I said that like he was able to stop his soul from being turned into stone by cutting his soul.
Okay.
But I don't think that like to me that just shows he's not like all right. So he's stronger than what Frankie is right now. And he could probably beat Sanji. Kind of like all right. Like so like I feel like they can wait. Hold on. Let's listen to what I'm about to say. Like we already
Ty,
seen.
You're telling me what you feel.
No, listen.
You're telling me what you feel. No. For
some reason,
the story.
You it's this thing like when I speak about this thing you get like but just listen though. So look, so like you see how Virgo, I feel like the vice admirals, they could be opposing scary figures for Zoro and Sanji until they level up, but like as far as somebody like Diamond Jozu who we seen tussling with Admiral and stuff like that, I don't think that they're able to check this out. Wait, look, Derry's not here right now, right? But that other Admiral, the one that Sabo one-shotted, people would have thought he was big and bad too, and if Sabo would have never did that. No, I'm just putting it out there.
No one would have thought. No one would have
Vice
thought
Admiral can go from like an A minus to B minus.
Look, hang on a second.
It's just that now that he got fodderized, nobody thinks he's big and bad.
No one thought that he was a big bad.
Yes, people did. Nobody's gonna say it now because that's taking the L. Just like with
wait. Hold on.
Very active.
Look, he was just another vice admiral. He was just another vice admiral.
This is just like Bobbin. Just like Bobbin, people had high hopes, and then later, whatever, it's like now everybody's like, "Oh, it's a letdown," or whatever. People had high hopes for that guy
for a different reason. No one had high hope. Look, no one had high hopes for this guy because he's just another. Look, he's just another named vice admiral.
It's photos and stuff, and it's situations in One Piece where they have him big and highlighted like he was the man or whatever. Not like he was in the middle, like he was the main one.
Like they always sent that dude out like a lot.
And then another thing is that, yeah, exactly. Stand up for yourself. Don't let them bully you in here. So hold on.
I've never seen that dude. Look, before that arc, before Dressrosa, and I don't know if like I don't even know if this is I don't know if
serious.
Hang on. Before that arc, I'd never seen that vice admiral before, and I'm being dead ass fucking serious.
Hold on. You trying to tell me you didn't see him at Marineford?
Bastille was one of the vice admirals at Marineford.
Yeah,
he's one of the main
he did not get any moments that Onigumo had, that Momonga had, that Dalmatian had. He did not get that at all.
Like I said before, I was speaking when I'm speaking about the vice admirals. I clearly stated I'm talking
about them 5. But listen. Wait, can I talk? Don't single out those 5 because they're all vice admirals. You know what I'm trying to say? That this is like that's just wait. Hold on. Let me speak. Dag. Look, this is like having an admiral discussion, right? And we're singling out Kizaru, Fujitora, and Greenbow, and I just want to talk about Akainu feats. So it's like, no, we need to talk about all of them. Listen, again, with Virgo,
that's not the same, Ty. That's not the same. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not the same.
Wait, hold on. Look, with Virgo, nobody knew he was that strong, but I'm telling you, for that guy, Bastille, people had high hopes for him. But Sabo fodderized him. Then that's when everybody's like, "Oh snap!" Like, yo, what happened there? This is what I mean.
This is what I'm gonna say between the comparison that you just made. Okay. Admirals, there's no spectrum with.
I don't agree with you.
Wait! You haven't even fucking let me finish. There's look. There is no.
I don't agree.
Like there hasn't been an admiral that has popped up and that has been fodderized. There's never been that's never happened ever. But with a vice admiral,
wait. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
Hang on. With vice admirals, you literally have some vice admirals that get one-shotted, and then you have a fucking vice admiral as strong as Virgo. Do you see how
Virgo's
far?
Not beating Jozu
Do you see? Look though. Do you see how far? Like, do you see how different that is? You have a vice admiral. You have a vice admiral who's on the same rank as another vice admiral that got one-shotted, but he's able to fight you know, and damn near be the fucking main villain of an arc.
And
that makes no sense.
Yes, it
that
does.
makes no sense.
No. Listen, it does make sense because Virgo wasn't just a regular vice admiral. He was the head of GH5. He was a little special. You know what I mean? So you just got to take everything into consideration.
There's 21 vice admiral. I counted on Wikipedia.
All right. Wait. And I just want to say one more other thing. The other thing that I want to say is that, like, you know how we have the ranking, right? Like C+, B+, A+, whatever, right? The thing with the admirals is that they're at a higher level they range from A- to A+, let's just say for argument's sake, right? To where the vice admirals, I think they range from like B- to B+. So you're not gonna see admirals getting one-shotted because it's just that higher tier of people. Like, and you know, Akainu and Aokiji fought for 10 days and Ace and Jinbei fought for 5 days. So we're not gonna see that. But with the vice admirals, we see them get one-shotted sometimes because like when it came to Sabo and Bastille, Sabo, if he was an A- and if Bastille was a B, he fodderized him. But we don't know. You holding those admirals highly, those 5. And the one that we did get to see Momonga, while he just showed he wasn't fodder. You know what I mean? Like he just like in a fight, all right, he stopped himself from turning into stone, but you see how time consuming that took. I think Hancock beats him.
That's something that we've never seen anybody do.
But still though, it's not good enough in a fight though. Like
he one-shotted 3 times with Luffy, by the way.
No, look, listen. But Luffy was not a worthy opponent at that time, so I don't really care what he did to Luffy at that time.
One-shotted him.
Listen though, listen to what I'm saying though. But Luffy didn't have hockey, so why are you? Was like I don't.
Oh,
so when you talk about
one shot.
You don't need hockey to beat Momonga.
So hold on. Listen. I'm talking about like I don't know why I use these examples for, but it's like I'm just trying to say like if I'd been like it's not like you like yo he one-shotted Marco, he one-shotted. It's like yo talk about somebody with some skill. Like don't talk about him one-shotting Luffy at that point in the story. Is he? I just want to say this: is he one-shotting Luffy now? No. So it's like so what was the point of it?
You know, Boa Hancock's crewmate, whatever the 2 fat chicks was the 2 snakes. They had hockey. They had armor and hockey, and Luffy beat them.
No, but I'm saying, what does hockey have to do with fighting?
So it doesn't have to do with hockey. Luffy just had more strength over them.
Look.
Oh, look. Wait. And then I ask you one thing. Ask you one simple question. You hyping that Vice Admiral up. Just an honest question. He was able to stop himself from turning into stone, but I feel like that took too long. You know what I mean? Like that in the fight. All right, like he avoided himself. Listen to what I'm explaining. He stopped himself from turning into stone, right? But that took too long, right? And he even cut himself and hurt himself in the process, right? Not majorly, but he still hurt himself. So it's like I don't see him beating her in a fight. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I feel like he still loses to her. But do you think he beats her? Even though we didn't get like speculation wise, without trying to be biased to your point, I don't think he beats her though.
Look, I'm not gonna speak like see, this is my thing. I'm not gonna
why?
No. I'm not gonna speak on 2 characters that we've seen nothing from. I can't say
so
who's gonna
listen. So then if you see nothing from them, right? And if you can't even, I'm giving you a scenario with 2 characters fight and you can't even answer, then don't hype those 5 up.
That's
like me hyping up people in the stream who never talked before. Trying to get like, yo, but they never took no L's in the debate.
You're asking me to pick 2.
I asked you a scenario. It's not canon. We're not Oda. I'm just asking you. I'm like, yo, this dude who you're so proud of in Hancock, who would win? So put it like this. All right, listen. I understand you. Listen.
Dragon. Can you answer Mihawk versus Dragon? No, you can't.
No, I would still say Dragon though. At the end of the day, why you can't give an answer?
Why? Why would you even
listen? Nobody. This is the thing. Just because I say Dragon doesn't mean Dragon wins. Just because you say something doesn't mean it's. But I ask for your opinion on it though. At the end of the day, like you know what I'm trying to say. So listen, you don't want to answer it. Don't answer it. I respect that. But anybody else, I want to answer that. Who you think will win? Hancock or that Vice Admiral with the stripes?
Ball's winning, hands down.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. He doesn't want to answer it. How biased?
No.
You can't say
I'm not saying that just because everybody says Boa that's the canon answer, but I'm just saying like
do we really think that all these vice admirals are trash?
No, Brago, I'm not saying that they're all trash. I mean with him, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Vice admiral that we've seen, we're saying that he hands down gets beat by Boa.
Listen, it doesn't mean he gets one shot, but I'm saying like we got to see some of his abilities. And I said he one-shotted Luffy. We seen him stop himself from turning into stone, but I'm like, okay, it's not good enough though. You get what I mean? Like he would still take the elbow and Hancock. That's all I'm saying. It's like I don't get. So this is the thing. This is the bias and stuff. But like now it went from the admirals to you can't even talk about the vice admirals now. You talk about you try to bring up Hancock versus that guy. You don't even want to answer it.
That's not what it went. That's not what it went. And I said, look, this is what I said. You asked me to pick a winner between Hancock and once again 2 people that we've never seen fight. How can I pick a winner? How can I pick a winner? Yeah, and everybody else is gonna pick Hancock based on fucking height.
But I'm saying you're the only one who didn't want to give an answer. Everybody else gave an answer. It's like we do it all the time. I don't get why this
I think she's one of the more powerful warlords. That's why I say that.
No. Look, we do it all the time, but we've seen more, and we have a gauge of some of these.
All right, but it's speculation.
We have no. This literally is fucking stupid.
No, it's
You're
not.
asking me to pick between
So
Momonga.
listen.
You're asking me to pick between Momonga and someone else who we've never seen fight.
Listen,
I'm not.
Hold on. We never seen
just
Hancock
as
fight.
stupid. It's just
we never seen Hancock powers. We seen more of Hancock than we seen a Big Mom probably.
It's just as stupid.
True.
It's just as stupid as everyone saying, "Oh, Jack's an A+ because he fought Inarashi and Nekomamushi for 5 days."
All she has to do is have
Listen,
lust
we
after
seen-
her, and she wins.
We know about her abilities and her powers. What I want to say is this. So listen, look. So if you think that's stupid, I don't mind that. But if you think that's stupid, I think that you holding those 5 Vice Admirals and we haven't seen nothing is stupid. Like you know what I'm trying to say? It's the same thing.
No. But here's the thing.
You shouldn't hold them so highly if we haven't seen anything.
Hold on. You just said, right? It's an opinion at the end of the day. It's speculation.
Yeah, speculation.
So if you pick Bo and we pick Momonga, then you say we're biased for doing that.
No, Brago. I never said nothing. Look, listen. At the end of the day, no. Listen. No, I never said that. I'm saying that like I don't care who gets picked because it's just speculation. And at the end of the day, y'all have the right to pick who y'all want. That's not what I said. It was biased that he didn't even want to pick an answer.
I mean, that goes
you got to try to say it. And then look, the speculation that I see, right? Listen, the speculation that I see is that while he didn't want to give an answer, the evidence that we got off the manga so far suggests that Hancock would probably win, but he just didn't want to say it. That's why I said that. You know what I mean?
What evidence?
Like her powers.
Guy.
Hold on. Don't you think where she ranks at as a Shichibukai in the Navy is higher than, even though that's not working directly under the Navy, is higher than him being a Vice Admiral? And then he was pretty much petrified in front of her when he seen her power.
He was petrified. We saw that he was able to overcome that.
No, but listen though, it's like Brago. It's like if you spray. It's like if somebody sprays sleeping powder in the room, right? And I could stab myself in the stomach to not fall asleep. It's too much. You know what I mean? It's like, I stood up, but it's like, if a fight was to happen, I can't do that. And
I think we lost sight of my original. I think we lost sight of my original argument. Okay, now I'm not putting these Vice Admirals on a pedestal, and that like you're twisting my argument. What I was saying, what I was making from bringing up those 5 Vice Admirals.
That we've never seen anything.
That's not, dude. Can you let me fucking finish for the last time before you try to interrupt me and finish my sentence? I don't do that to you. Look, we have seen Vice Admirals be one-shotted time and time again.
Yep.
Yes or no?
Yes. Vice Admirals, yeah.
Okay. Yes. Right. Okay. We have that agreement between everybody. What I said was, you have these 5 Vice Admirals during this Buster Call, and they have been protected almost as much as maybe not as much as the Admirals have, but they have been protected. They haven't lost a fight. They haven't been scratched. They haven't like nothing bad has happened to them.
I could say
what?
I could put up the same argument for Bastille. Like before Just Roasted though, so I just feel like it's not legit enough. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like you're holding them highly, and it's
was Bastille present during the Buster Call?
That's some soft stuff, like 5 ships on one place.
Was Bastille present during the Buster Call?
And you're like still though, that's 5 people. Put it like this, I think Kizaru showing up to. I think Kizaru showing up to Sabata Odi is more hype than the Buster Call, because it's like first it's Vice Admirals. Why so many? Wait, hold on. No. I know, but
in his lobby, I'm not doing that.
Just listen. Like I think Magellan probably defeats the majority of those Vice Admirals or whatever. Like, to be honest, like I don't think maybe it's one of them that could beat Magellan on the 1v1, but I think Magellan like destroys all those people. Again, if we always see them, like let's just try to if we always see them getting one-shotted, right? And it takes 5 of them for a Buster Call. I don't think that they're that strong like that, especially from what we've seen with Sabo.
I think a Buster Call is a different concept. A Buster Call is like a bunch of just cannons.
Do you remember that Akainu and Aokiji showed up during the same fucking Buster Call during what is it? The horror incident?
All right,
so are you saying that they're going to be weak? Are you saying that they're weak? What's the difference
between that, right?
A Buster Call is a Buster Call.
No, listen. I'm gonna explain the wait, hold on. I'm gonna explain the difference between that. As you can tell, he was gifted because Zara was gifted, Aokiji, all of them was gifted, right? And while they was vice admirals, so was Sao still, right? And so was Momonga and all of them. But they rose to the ranks, and they're the admirals now, not those vice admirals. And remember,
What proof
listen,
do you have that Momonga was a vice admiral when Kizaru and Akainu were? And Aokiji. Can you show me somewhere in the story?
Let me add a point to the
story.
You
could probably see it. You could probably see it in like one of the movies, or you could probably see it in like some of the flashbacks.
Listen, Ty, you just presented something as if it was. You look. Hold up. Ty, this is my problem. You presented something as if it was fact, and now you're saying problem.
It is. No. Listen. Look. Listen. It's all right. You want facts? So listen. So when we seen the flashback of what flashback was this? This was the flashback. Wait. Hold on. Look, it's a flashback where it's Garp, it's Sao, and it's Aokiji or whatever like that, right? And they're going to. It's a part of the movie, but it's a part of the movie that's canon or whatever, right? So they're going to like it's something with Shiki or whatever like that, right? And you see Sao there. Sao is a vice admiral already, so is Aokiji a vice admiral. But now later, right? When they get to Ohara and when Aokiji shows up, Sao tells Robin, he's like, "Run! This guy is too strong." So they're like the exceptions. So like, yeah, they was that vice admiral level rank, but they surpassed the people that been there like Sao.
Hey, Ty. Let me ask you a question.
Based off them moving up, like even the interaction with like Sao was a vice admiral. He was a vice admiral.
There's clearly like a group of vice admirals that are above some other vice admirals.
No, you got to ask a question. Is there a vice admiral at A+ right now?
No.
What about if Garp? Let me ask you a question. If Garp denied the admiral, why can't another vice admiral say, "Hey, I don't want to be an admiral"?
No, I'm not. No. Look, but even that plays into it too. The thing about that, right, is that Garp is the main character's like grandfather. So he was like the only. Aokiji even asked him. He's like, "Yo, you turned down the admiral rank," and he's like, "I could do whatever I want already. I don't need it." He was the one person who pretty much didn't care about it. But for everybody else, they're trying to climb the ladder and stuff like that. And their rank is a pretty good representation of their skill. You know what I'm trying to say? So that Garp is the one exception to the rule. But everybody else, their rank.
I mean, you can't say that because there's some pirates that don't want to become king of the pirates.
No, that's.
I think every pirate would want to be king of the pirates.
That's a little different, right?
No,
that's a little different. And we're talking about the rule. What I said was some reasonable stuff. But if y'all want to twist it and y'all want to make it so hard to understand,
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
five
that
admirals that's so amazing. You know what I mean? Go ahead. It's all good.
Thing is, there's a farming system, right, where people move through the ranks, and you're gonna have a vice admiral before you have an admiral. So one can assume that there's going to be powerful vice admirals.
I'm not saying that there's nobody's never. I never said Hancock one-shots him. I said that like when the fight is over, whether it's a mid-diff fight or a high-diff fight, Hancock wins. From what I see.
If it's a dude, she's gonna.
I'm not even mad at you saying Hancock, because it's like if you say Hancock, we say Momonga. It's just.
Yeah, no.
I don't really know what the argument is about.
All right, no. But listen, but the thing is, though, it seems like the majority of the people in this call had the opinion that Hancock would win, and because of that, it got heated, which is crazy. It's like that's that bias and stuff that like where
bias
because the vice admiral took a L. People got, you know what I mean? Like,
no, it's not. That's not what the fuck it is, Ty. I asked you, why do you want me to answer a question about two characters that we've literally never seen fight?
And what did I tell you?
Look, you said it's biased. You said that it's biased. You said it's biased.
Listen. This is where it's biased because it's a simple thing to understand and it's easy to explain. It's biased because one, all right. Hancock uses stone powers. She has King Kangasaki. We've seen her powers. And then with the other guy, right? Y'all saying he one-shot at Luffy. So it's like, so hold on. When it comes to how great he is, when you're hyping him up, he has powers. But when I'm like, yo, can we get who do you think will win? Him or Hancock? Oh, no, we didn't see none of these people. It's like, come on, that to me, that was bad. You get what I'm trying to say?
I mean, Smoker's
maybe that was a mistake.
She walked over and was about to kill him.
Ty, I don't feel like you should be critical of Matt because he's not answering. Because
no, but Brago. On top of that, right? I even told him. I said, listen, if you don't want to answer, I respect that, and I asked everybody else to answer. And they gave answers. So it's like I'm not mad at him for not answering. I'm just trying to say though that like it just seems though like if it was the other way around. Wait. If it was the other way around, and if everybody thought he would, I don't even know the guy's name, but if everybody thought he would win, then it would be no problem. Everybody would just say him and that would be it. But because somebody's beating a vice admiral, whoa, hold on, push the red button.
No,
I don't think anybody is saying, yo, hold the button because the Vice Admirals being defeated, but we've literally seen fucking Vice Admirals be one shot.
I'm being a little bit sarcastic at the same time, so don't overreact what I said. But you know, like that's what I said. You know what I mean? Y'all don't have to agree. We can move on. We don't got to get stuck on this topic, whatever. But hold on. So can I just hear everybody's opinion? Like who y'all think will win? I picked Hancock. Matt doesn't have to answer if he doesn't want to answer. Brago could pick the Admiral guy just to try to pick the Admiral guy and try to make balance, but I pick Hancock.
Why would I pick the Admiral?
Brago, I don't know. I'm just putting.
But I got a question for Matt.
There.
What's up?
All right, I understand that you don't want to pick a winner between.
Yo, if you want me to pick a winner, I'd pick Hancock.
All right, so what was wrong with that?
Okay,
that's all you have to say.
Wait, Ty. Now that's bias because
no, it's not. No, listen. Wait.
Listen, nigga, hold on. When I ask you Sabo versus Fujitora, you always say
a tie.
I don't want to pick one because it's
I don't say that. I don't say that. No, Brago. The difference. You're putting words in my mouth now.
Yo, wait a second. Before we go on, Jeff, what were you gonna say?
All right, thank you. What I was gonna say is I understand you're standing on the 5 main Vice Admirals because I agree that those guys stand out above the other from the other ones. I do agree. My question for you is, where would you place those guys in reference to Vice Admiral Smoker and Virgo? In reference to those guys, where would you place those 5?
If I were to place them, I would say that I would say that they're stronger than Smoker, first and foremost. Yeah, I would say that they're stronger than Smoker. And I would say that they probably have a similar fighting style to Virgo. Virgo is using Rokushiki techniques plus Haki. I think that's what
most of them use.
What most of them use. So I would go B plus A minus. That's what I would put the Vice like those 5.
I agree with that.
Those 5 Vice Admirals. Those 5 Vice Admirals. I would put them the top being A minus. And maybe an A. That's a big ass maybe. And then after that is B plus. Like they fall into that range.
I can agree with that, but I would just change it as like I think that they're probably like somewhere between B and A at the highest, but more or less like like what he said, like B plus to A minus.
Yeah. So you guys don't accept one individual to be A plus from the Vice Admirals?
Nah, come on, get out of here.
No. I don't.
Look at who's at A plus right now. A plus is basically
y'all don't know
Admirals. Admirals at A plus.
Imagine one of the Admirals dies. Which one of them is going to get promoted?
Well,
I don't mean that but that don't mean that they turn into a plus right away because somebody died.
I'm just asking. That's a good way to determine which one's
the
best.
No. Listen. Look, if Kaido died right now, and if Kid's the next strongest pirate, that don't make him Yonko level just because.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I mean, if it's in the Marines, they're gonna promote.
No,
someone.
but I mean that just because somebody dies doesn't mean
someone's gonna get
as far as the Vice Admirals is that the fact that they had to go outside to get new admirals where nobody else stepped up. But also
now see if Ty would have said something like that, then I would have
Right. But Brago, these guys really want to be admirals. Like some guys could be comfortable with their position. Garp was an exception, but other people could feel that way as well.
I mean,
so we don't know
there's a lot of people that have a lazy personality.
They can all be revolutionaries. What the fuck?
Oh, wait. My bad. I take that back. Not that that's just Garp. Like I feel like that just Garp and maybe Suru would do that, but that's it. Everybody else, I feel like is trying to up the ladder or whatever.
We've seen 2 people who we feel like could be admirals.
And who's that?
They Suru and Garp. I feel like
no. But that's who I said. I said that maybe Suru, she could have been admiral, but she turned it down or whatever. I mean, then you see that at Marineford when she wanted to fight, they was like, no, we'll do it. So I could see her, but just her and Garp though. I haven't seen that from other people.
I'd admit that the Vice Admiral system that is super inconsistent based on what we've seen from from Maynard to Bastille. Then we go all the way to Virgo.
And like Theory's one of those people. Theory used to think that guy. He used to think Bastille was like top tier, like crazy, because they used to preview him. They used to preview him that way. They used to make him just like like Matt thinks, because, and not even like he's right or he's wrong, but just like he thinks because of the Buster Call and because of what happened, they haven't been touched up until this point that they're important. And with Theory, like I said, you could have said the same thing for Bastille before Just Rosa happened. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, and Just Rosa made him look bad, so now nobody could hold him high like that still. But before that, people thought he was untouchable.
No, I can agree with that, but I feel like those other guys, they had more moments. Like, what's his name?
No. Yeah. Of course, I'm not debating that they're on his level.
He like captured Marco like randomly.
No, but come on, even that, like I feel like he caught Marco off guard though, like with that.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't he in front of Marco? Didn't Marco see him coming?
No, Marco.
Yo, let's not go to this argument.
No, listen.
Can we not?
Can we not? I just want to say something.
I just want to say this is that like Kizaru goes, once you let your guard down, like it's too late, whatever. He was just focused. Like he was
behind him, right?
No, but listen, Marco. It's like Marco was just trying to get to Whitebeard, like on some like. All right, you know what Luffy's doing right now at Whole Cake Island when he was just running the Sanji. That's what Marco was doing, pretty much trying to run the Whitebeard, and that's why he got captured like that. You know what I'm trying to say? If you want to make it seem like that's not the case or whatever, it's so cool. I'm just putting my thoughts out there.
He was running, right? What I'm saying is, as far as like, you have to be somewhat skilled to capture someone like Marco.
No, because he was like it was so dire. It was so. He even said before that, like
Spider-Man, dude.
He even said before that, like, oh, I didn't know Whitebeard. He said I didn't know Whitebeard was this weak. He even admitted his captain was weak. Like, I didn't know he was this weak. I thought he was strong. I didn't know that was his condition. So he was just like running.
That's not what happened.
Listen. That's what happened.
That's not what he said.
He might not be saying. He might not have said it word for word like I said, but he commented on it.
Who said he's weak?
No, Marco. Marco was like, I didn't know. He's like, I didn't know Pops was this weak. Like his condition is worse than what we thought. So he was
right.
He said that before.
He said that in response to.
Yeah, but that.
He said that in response to Squardo being able to attack Whitebeard off guard. He said Whitebeard should have dodged that. That's what he said.
I get that, but you have to take everything into consideration. So with that running through his mind still, he didn't just say that and then forgot it. But that running through his mind still, it's like, yo, I gotta save him before I even think about myself. And he was just going after Whitebeard. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he was on some crazy stuff, like what Luffy's doing. Like he was just trying to. He wasn't paying attention. That's why Momonga got to grab him up like that.
I don't quite remember if Oniguma was right in front of him or if he was to his side. Because if he's right in front of him,
look, he's running in he was in a beeline to him, and he came out in front of him, and then fucking
in front of him, right?
Pulled out all the.
Came out in front of him and just captured him.
He was right. No. I believe that he got right behind him, and then so he snuck up behind him.
No, I don't think so because Kizaru was behind him. Kizaru was behind him.
But Brago, and then again, look what you're saying. This is still. Again, this is why I be like, yo, it's biased because this is a 2-on-1 situation. You got Kizaru shooting lasers to you from behind. You don't got your devil fruit powers, and you just trying to block his lasers, and you trying to run, and some other guy just jumps in front of you. Come on, it's like, what do you want Marco to do? And plus, he's thinking about Whitebeard.
Why didn't he have his
That's the biggest thing.
Because they put cuffs on him. Oh well.
No. He did.
Oniguma was the one
have his devil fruit powers.
All right. Yeah. So look, so it's like, all right, like I'm not a robot, right? So I messed up right there, but at the same time, you still got Kizaru. Remember, Oda said his healing powers is not limited. So while he can tank hits, he can't do it forever. But he's still worrying about Kizaru. And some guy runs up in front of him. He's thinking about Whitebeard. It's just not it's not a situation that I would give Onigumo his props for.
Look, another thing. I don't give Onigumo his props for that, but I mean, Ty, once again, you are the same one that said that Marco could have beat Kizaru, so couldn't Marco have just sensed Onigumo with his observation hockey?
I brought up, like, listen, this is not like Marco didn't say this. He said what I said, but he said,
I don't think you ever seen the guy.
Like I said, like how Brago was mad at Luffy, like, yo, Luffy needs to strategize. He's just running reckless. He needs to stay with. Marco was just like, yo, forget that. Like, yo, I gotta go help Whitebeard, and that's why.
I think it's after Akainu put the hole in Whitebeard. I think that's after that. I don't think it's
like he walked. I'm pretty sure he walked
out with his arms out. Yeah, it wasn't the Squardo thing because when the Squardo thing happened, Marco flew and like had.
Yeah, it was way. He was way after that.
Yeah, this was after Akainu put the hole in Whitebeard's chest.
At the same time, like when Marco joined, right? Whitebeard was a great pirate. He's still great, but it's like he was sick. So it's like, yo, I got to do it. And that's why, like, not only him and Jozu, the second Whitebeard was in trouble, they all lost their guard. because it's like, yo, Pops is too sick. So it's like, to me, it was a reason that happened like that. I don't think.
Yeah, they were too worried about.
It was when Whitebeard yelled Marco when Ace was fighting a Kanan.
It's like everybody's focused right now and everybody's debating, but this is your channel. This is your stream. If you was sick and like you could barely talk and you cough, and people gonna be like, oh no, Brago, like, everybody's gonna get distracted and stuff like that. It's the same thing. So
Yeah, you forget about your surroundings because of it. That's
but I'm saying. Like,
if
somebody pops up in front of. Okay, I get your point. Where it's like somebody pops up in front of you, you're thinking about just like, okay, I gotta go to Whitebeard. You're not expecting them to pull out fucking handcuffs and cuff you up. I
see prism stones at that, like it's.
I don't think I've ever seen the Vice Admiral before, and he fucking all of a sudden had 8 arms. He walked out in front of him without his arms out.
Get caught off guard, but the thing, Kizaru started firing after he got the C-Stone cuff. That's why he got hit, and then he kept running.
This is what happened. Kizaru fired the lasers into. He shot Marco at first, and it didn't work.
He like starts healing, and then
he's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. That's not gonna work on you." And then he goes, "Levandayo." He says, "It's your turn." He goes, "It's your turn." And then Onigumo or whoever his name is pops up out of nowhere. And then
he doesn't have his arms out yet, though. And then Marco just and he runs at him.
He puts only one of the C-Stone cuffs on him, I believe, and then Marco gets up and he starts running again. And then fucking Kizaru shoots him again in his back. So
he shoots him twice and he falls to the ground.
Wait, I want to comment on that part. Like, even after he had the stones on, right? It's not like he tried to take it off. He still was going after Whitebeard, because it's like, he was just thinking about Whitebeard. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and also I saw Marco was fighting like rare admirals, even with the C-Stone cuffs on.
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
Like, look. All I'm saying, my original point in bringing up the fucking vice admirals is because I don't like this fucking this notion that's wrapped up in the community now that's wrapped up in the community now that the admirals aren't like as strong as we believe them to be. That's why I brought that.
Vice admirals aren't that strong.
Look, that's why I brought them up, and then also is that, like, okay, so we say, well, the Yonko are gonna just go against an admiral, or the Yonko are just gonna go against an admiral, and then their crewmates are gonna be like their second in command and all of this shit. Like, since when were all 3 of the commanders able to fight against a fucking admiral? They have vice admirals for a reason, and those vice admirals would fight against the commanders.
Listen, I know that the vice admirals is formidable. I'm one of the first people to put up the argument that, like, yo, Virgo would have beat Sanji or whatever like that. And I'm probably one of the few in here who thinks
Hell
that.
No.
I'm not trying to say, like, I know that the vice admirals aren't scrubs or not there, but I'm just trying to say, though, like, against somebody like Hancock, who's not a scrub too, is that I just don't see that guy winning against it. It was all I was trying to say, whatever like that. You know what I mean? Like, that whole conversation, whatever like that, just like.
Yeah.
Yo, look, I'm gonna say this. I got Hancock at a A-. I'd put some of the vice admirals at a A- and a B+. I think that vice admirals can beat some, like dude, they wouldn't have them there. And that's what I'm saying. You got these 5 vice admirals who were present during a buster call. They called those 5 admirals. They didn't call Bastille and some of these other vice admirals that we saw get one-shotted. They called a specific 5, and those 5 were there, and those 5, nothing bad has ever happened to them. We haven't even seen them be scratched unless it was self-inflicted.
I was never arguing that vice admirals are trash and that because if that was the case, I would have no argument for Virgo being able to beat. I said Virgo beat Sanji and he beat Zoro and he pushes Luffy to get 5. So it's not
wait. How does he beat Sanji and Zoro if he's the right-hand man?
Listen. The thing is that like I was talking with
he was a vice admiral before that.
I was talking to Joy Boy about this.
Or like during that same time.
Listen, so I was talking to Joy Boy about this, and Joy Boy agreed with it. But just listen to how I break it down, right? From what I seen, right? Not being biased, right? Virgo beat Sanji, and he beat Zoro too. The best people who stood a chance was Luffy, Smoker, and Law. But the difference between this is, right, and I think this is where the confusion comes at, is that Virgo was set up to be a fight for Law at the end. And that, like, you know, if it was set up, if the story was set up for Virgo to be Sanji's final opponent, even though he's stronger, Sanji would have had somehow won. Just like how when Luffy first met Rob Lucci was like stunting on Luffy, but that was the guy Luffy was supposed to beat. So at the end of that arc, Luffy surpassed him, and that's the thing. But it's like, you know, is that like, I mean, like in fair fights, no plot armor. So if it's Sanji's main, like with Dofi, like if Dofi would have been the one that Sanji had to take out, Dofi might have fought something like that at first, but then Sanji would have took the win later. So I feel like, you know, you got to keep that in mind too. And I'm not one to say that Sanji and Zoro wins every time because of plot armor. Like, I'm just looking at the skills. Like, you know, like forget like plot aside, and we agree because we know that Luffy couldn't beat Crocodile, he couldn't beat Dofi, he couldn't beat the Nile. So it's like, but sometimes the story makes him win, and the story will do that for Zoro and for Sanji, and they might even do it for Usopp sometimes.
Okay, I got a lot to say.
Could I say something first?
But do you at least
go ahead?
Listen. But do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying.
No, I don't. I get what you're saying. I don't agree. Virgo is not beating Sanji or Zoro.
I think he's beating Sanji. The only way I see Sanji win. Listen, he cracked his leg with Tekai alone. He didn't even use Haki on. And I got a dedicated video about this where I analyze it and everything. So listen, he didn't even use Haki on Sanji, and he cracked his shins when he fought.
How do you know?
Because we didn't.
It shows it. It's animated.
Exactly. You actually, and then you question and stuff like I'm making this stuff about a thin air. But anyway, when he fought, he
used Tekai against Sanji, but that's not confirmed.
I mean,
but
Sanji had
listen. Either way, right? No. It kind of is confirmed by Sanji's.
How?
Because look, his legs
that's
are
not confirmed.
No, it is confirmed. It's one of those things.
How?
Like,
Let me ask you a question. Bluno Sanji had a hard time with Bluno.
Exactly.
The first time.
Using Tekai.
But Sanji overcame someone even stronger than him.
All right. But listen,
it has to do with endurance, durability.
Law killed Virgo, but
no. But listen, look. At the end of the day, look, all of that is cool, right? But you got to understand, Virgo was no Bluno. You're trying to say like he's better because he had Haki and and he mastered everything. But listen, though, look. So here's how I know it was Tekai. I know it was Tekai because, this was the only time that Sanji ever made a comment like that about somebody being like, well, not the only time though, but the only time he made comments about that was when people was using Tekai. We know that all Vice Admirals and higher, they use Tekai and Roko Shiki.
Wait. He's only made it. Wait a second. No. Don't. Stop. You said the only time that Sanji has made a comment is against people that have used Tekai. Who else has Sanji faced that has used Tekai on him?
No, listen. I mean, like when Sanji kicked Bluno, right, and it was hard, and he's like, man, every time, like, because this is Black Lake Sanji, every time he's not doing as good as with his kicks, it's always because they use Tekai, or that one exception when he kicked Kuma. Other than that, that never happens. You get what I mean? And then the other thing besides that,
NES Lobby as well versus what's his name, the wolf guy.
The wolf guy was stronger than
no. Listen. Wait, listen. You're bringing up the wolf guy. The wolf guy is CP0. He was using Tekai too. But I just want to put this out.
He got fucked up though.
But look, wait. Listen. But that's not Virgo though. At the end of the day, but I just want to say this though. Look, hold on. I just want to say I have one last thing to say. If Virgo was not using Tekai, that just makes it worse for Sanji because he broke his shins with nothing, just this guy's leg, and he has Roko Chiki and Haki he could have used. You know what I mean? So I was like, I just don't see Sanji beating him, to be honest.
So here's this, right? We always
unless the plot makes the plot.
Sanji said, I don't know if this fight may end well for me, blah blah blah, right?
Yep.
Someone just Bow Wow sent me the panel to Zoro versus Ryuma, where he said, "My swords might break if this fight goes on. A legendary swordsman lives on in him." So just because Sanji said that,
no. It's a difference because Zoro said that. We actually got to see the bones break or the bones start to crack inside Sanji's leg. We didn't see Zoro.
But I'm saying this isn't implied that
it's a different situation. No. It's a different situation. It's like now.
Fight had ended there.
Now no, Brago, you're missing what I'm saying. Listen, this is like I already said. If Virgo was Sanji's opponent, like, all right, so you see how Sanji had to fight the wolf guy, right? If Sanji had to fight Virgo instead, somehow he would win. You get what I'm trying to say? But as far as the arc is, right, and as far as his powers and abilities, Sanji doesn't have it in him to beat somebody like Virgo. He didn't, like, from what I've seen, he didn't have it in him. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a difference. Like, for plot purposes, just like you can put it like this: if just like if all right, Luffy beats what's his name? The scientist guy, Caesar. But plot let him and Law beat Dofi. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, that matters because it's like, if I'm not trying to say that, like, if Sanji had to fight Virgo,
because of plot? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's the only way he beats Virgo is because of plot. Virgo's not somebody that he's more skillful.
Because so Zoro. Okay, so you're saying based on what Zoro said, Zoro won because of plot.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic. I don't know if you're trying to use if you're trying to play like it's like the example you're using. It's not the same because I'm not basing my argument off of Sanji saying this guy is no pushover. I'm basing it off of him, cracking his shins and his legs almost breaking. That's what I'm basing off of. Zoro's swords wasn't cracking about to break, so it's two different situations. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not legit. But Brago, my argument is not about what Sanji said. It's about the condition of his legs. You get what I mean?
So the condition of his legs.
Listen. So unless you're going to talk about the condition of, wait, what did you say?
You take into consideration his condition before the fight?
Yeah, I took that into consideration, but I don't see how like you get into a fight or you get into a scuffle earlier on. I don't see how that lowers your bone density. You get what I mean? And then again, my thoughts on this, whatever. And it's two different situations. It's like y'all can't just like y'all like taking situations just like y'all bring something up like when I'm like Boa has King Conquerors Haki and then Mac was like, oh well, Don Chinchao had it and Ace had it when he was little, like trying to dismiss it. What Zoro said with Ryuma doesn't dismiss the fact that like Virgo was owning Sanji. It's like he was playing around with him and stuff like that. The hits that Sanji got on Virgo was like, I eat those, and he just took those. It's not that Sanji was really getting hits on him.
So you think Virgo took it on purpose, or Sanji?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Sanji got speed on him.
No,
Sanji didn't legitimately land them. That's what you said.
Yeah, Brago. Because even when Sanji did
Brago. Let's just move on, bro.
I want to talk. You got Sanji that's been running for 2 years.
Listen.
From Okamas.
Listen. Listen. I don't. Here's the thing. I don't care what he did because when it was game time, he messed up. So listen. When he kicked Virgo into the wall, right? Virgo gets up and he stands, and Sanji's like, "Yo, dag." Like like after he did that, he still compliments Virgo. He didn't talk junk. It's like, yo, this guy got it. Like he's no pushover or whatever. So it's like Virgo was showing off on Sanji. He knew that like he was above Sanji. Remember, like Dofi, as far as he's concerned, he just had to worry about Luffy and Law and probably.
This is what I hate.
How do you get that as showing off against Sanji?
Yeah, he did it like because here's the thing, you got to take into consideration the condition he was in, right? When Whitebeard took a magma fist to the gut, that hurt him a lot, and you've seen it hurt. What Sanji did to Virgo just got right back up like he was not hurt.
Virgo got
and again, since I don't know what it is, like I don't know if now it's a situation where it's like because it's a vice admiral versus monster trio, y'all don't want this vice admiral to get his props. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna talk about the person who I think legitly could win based off what I read. So you don't have to agree with me, but I said my reasons or whatever. And I know you have lost heart. We don't all have to agree. We don't all have to agree because if everybody was the same, that'd be corny. We could move on and y'all could say y'all part about it.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. Most majority of people say that because Virgo's stronger than Sanji. Like how they say Luffy's stronger than Law because Dofi beat Law. But however, Dofi and Fuji fought Law first. But they don't put that into consideration, though.
Yeah, I think we're going to hear. I don't know. Virgo always comes up, man. I think Virgo is.
We can't end on this, Brago. We can't. Yo,
you have another
this
topic?
Is cancer.
I got 5 minutes. I wanted to take.
You want to talk about the Admirals?
No, yeah. I want to talk about the thing with the 2 Yonkos that people were saying. Yonkos are definitely winning. I just had a matchup between the Yonkos, Shichibukai, and 2 Yonkos. Now, if let's say 2 Admirals take on, for example, Whitebeard, right? Another 2 Admirals take on, Garp and Akainu probably take on maybe Shanks. They have Sengoku on the side plus 7, arguably, Yonko commander Shichibukai dudes that can take out the rest of commanders. So I don't see why. I think it's going to be a pretty good fight. I don't think we can say for sure 2 Yonkos are winning though.
Exactly. You can't say for sure because look, another thing. That's
even if dividing it as evenly as possible between the powers.
Yeah, because
but look, even
like those guys can take on the commanders.
But not even them. We're still forgetting about. We're still forgetting about the vice admirals.
It's not like I'm putting it like equal for everybody. I'm kind of like
them vice admirals, man. They're cool, but they're not the greatest. Michael got vice admirals.
Yeah, they're not the greatest, but they're fighting a fucking commander.
Oh yeah, I agree. Totally.
Wait.
All right, then that's what I'm saying. That exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So what I want to say,
But
I
mean, Ball Hancock would fuck him up.
what I want to say is I'm not
Based off of dude. If
she was about to murder Smoker. Vice Admiral.
Dude, we're talking about Smoker who got his ass tossed around throughout whole Punk Hazard. Don't bring up Smoker in the situation.
Any male in the story is already going to lose to her, except for fucking Luffy.
Whoa.
They're gonna lose.
Unless they're gay. Unless they're gay.
Yo,
or they're gonna be able to have to. They're gonna have to work really hard to not have it happen. Because any second it happens, she can turn to stone.
Hancock is not beating Kaido. Hancock is not beating Whitebeard.
My point being, if the majority of the fucking, unless they have incredible hockey or some weird looking thing like him where they can't fucking get hurt, they're gonna be able to get stopped by her.
I don't think we got enough
choice.
I don't think we got enough confirmation to know if Whitebeard was a perv or not, to know if Hancock's powers will work or not. I'm just joking.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
This is all I'm fucking saying with this. This is all I'm gonna say as far as this whole Yonko versus Yonko versus Marineford thing. Okay. Even if you take two Yonko, there'll be 3 commanders, right? The top like the top 3 commanders. Those are the only people that I see that are even able to like fuck with the admirals. Okay. I agree. So you take the top, though. Look, you take the top,
I feel like they could fight the vice admirals though.
Yeah,
I don't think they could win, but they would fight the vice admirals.
Look, you take the top 6 commanders, right, and you place them versus the 7 Shichibukai.
Exactly.
That's like that's pretty much a wash right there.
And
I agree.
Then you have 4 admirals. Then you have 4 admirals versus 2 Yonko. So that's 2 versus 1, 2 versus 1. Then you still have the fleet admiral who's not doing shit.
Wait, I want to say something.
There's all those little pirates behind them.
I'm not trying to counter what anybody's saying, but me and Theory and some other people, we did a stream and we talked about this. So we had Big Mom crew and we had Whitebeard's crew, like both Yonkos, both crews versus the Marines. And we do like when we did like a little thing where it's like this person versus this person. Like we had like Dofi versus Jinbei, and then we had like Garp versus.
Are you including the crew Luffy came with, or just?
No, not no Luffy and no Crocodile, but we put Blackbeard on the Marine side, like if he was supposed to be there. You know what I mean? So like every Shichibukai and the Navy versus 2 Yonkos.
Yeah. Hancock would not be fighting against the
Oh, so listen. So the way that Brago, I know that's not the way that happened, but like if she would have never disobeyed, she would have been on the Navy side. You know what I mean? So we just put her in it. Like we put her on the Navy side, right? And an interesting thing is that we actually had Hancock fight Smoothie. That was a matchup. So, and here's how we did it. We did it that the 2 Yonko fought the 2. Well, I can't even remember how we did it because it was like crazy. But y'all can check it out. It's like Big Mom and Whitebeard versus the Navy. But it's like let's just say for argument's sake that like 2 Yonkos fought 2 admirals, right? Then you would have their right-hand mans like Potato Starch and like Marco fight the other 2 admirals, and then the other people start fighting like the Shichibukai and stuff like that, and then you got 2 crews, and like I agree with what Matt said, where it's like they really only have 3 people each who's strong, and that's 6. Like I say like it's Marco, Josu, Vista, Potato Starch, Smoothie, Cracker. So those people are the ones who would fight the Shichibukai. That's kind of like how we did it. And then people who was left over, depending on like how much health we thought they had, we sent them to do other things. But it's like mad funny though, because I over exaggerated certain people's powers to give them an advantage. Like I gave the Marines Super Mihawk, I gave them Super Akainu and stuff. But it's like check the video out, and it's like well here's the thing. It's that like matchups matter. If you're reckless, and if anybody from the Yonko fights any admirals without thinking, they'll lose. But if they actually pick their battles smartly and pick good fights, they could win. So it depends. It depends how matchups.
All right. So if Shanks shows up, do you think that Mihawk will partake in the battle if it was Shanks and Whitebeard?
They're so cool that I think in the type of Mihawk the type of person Mihawk is, where he's like, yo, I agree to this.
I think we should remove like the personality thing, because if
you
fight like this, Doflamingo is not gonna take it seriously. Doflamingo is gonna try to cause more chaos anyway. So it's like you can't like.
Imagine Dofi put us a birdcage.
For the example that
birdcage.
Let me ask you something, Brago. Let me ask you something, Brago. You just said that Dofi wouldn't take it seriously, right? But what if the Yonko involved was Kaido? I think we would get a lot more out of Dofi if that was the case, whereas if it was any of the other Jonkos.
That's the funny thing. Well, the funny thing about that is that, like, you know, it would be funny if, all right, because, like, you see how nobody ever talked about, like, what if Dragon, well, we didn't really elaborate on it, like, what if Dragon would have came, but, you know, see, Kuma wasn't ready, but, like, the cool thing is that if it was Kaido, I could see Dofi playing it off. You know what I mean? Like definitely not going for real, because that's his boss right there, kind of like remember how Ivankov was telling Kuma, like, I get it, you gotta be undercover, but you're kind of taking it too far, Kuma, when she didn't realize it wasn't really Kuma.
If Kaido was there, what would Dofi do?
And I don't even think the government knows about that little deal. So I think that Dofi would, like, do the least in that situation. Like, y'all thought y'all didn't see nothing from Dofi at Marineford. We would have seen nothing. We would have seen Dofi probably let himself get beat by some fodder person or something, like, just to, like, not.
But wouldn't you think that Dofi would fight the opposing Jonko instead of Kaido's crew? I think that would
yeah. All right, he would do that. But even that though, like, I think he would, like, play around, because it's like at the end of the day, if both Yonkos are teaming up, he's still kind of messing things up by taking out, you know, what if he takes out Potato Starch? Then what? Like, you know what I mean?
But the problem with this is we're assuming that they're going to treat things the same way with one Jonko, but they're not. This is two.
Yeah, I know. No, listen. The video I have, personalities, is that type of stuff. Like, nobody's holding back. Everybody's there going all out and they're fighting, and we have matchups as Whitebeard and Big Mom versus the Marines. We even put Kong in, because when it was over, there is, like, and they call Kong. It's like it's mad funny and stuff like that.
Oh, if Kong is there, oh shit.
That's interesting.
But, like, if CP0 would have came in, I would have been overkill. We didn't put CP0 in, but we put Kong in, and we put.
Yeah, CP0 definitely wouldn't show up. That's, like, broadcasted.
Yeah, we gotta stick with, like, more. That's a little bit out there.
Yeah.
CP Infinity.
So what would have been your take on it, though, Brago? If Kaido was there, what would be Dofi's interaction, in your opinion, Brago?
I mean,
I think Dofi would probably. I think Dofi at that point, I don't know if he'd walk up to Kaido, but then he'd be like, "We're on different sides today." But
that's what he would say. I don't think he would lose his title.
I don't think. Yeah,
if he loses his title,
I mean that, like, the Marines don't really know about that. Like, they don't know about Dofi and Kaido, and they don't know about Kuma and Dragon. So Dofi would just have to play it off, like, and they would never.
Right. So I think Dofi stays the same. I feel like
Dofi will fight the other Yonko crew and not Kaido's crew.
Yeah, I don't think he really goes after it. Because then I think Dofi may be more aware, because he may know what weapons Kaido could use. So he could be like, yo, it's about to get crazy. You know, like,
if Dofi touches, oh shit. If Dofi touches Kaido's crew, Jack is gonna.
Hold on. No, I was just about to say that. Yo, Jack is so crazy. He'll be like, Dofi. Yo, Jack will be like, Dofi, what are you doing over there?
How dare you touch our crew?
Dofi will be like, yo, chill.
I think Dofi be like, do you know me?
Parasites his ass.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, yo, Jack, Dofi's next to Akainu, Kizaru, and Aokiji. He's gonna be like, you know who I am?
I think Jack will get knocked out in the beginning, because he'll dumbass will try to fight like Garp or something.
Nah, apparently the people in the comment section and people in the stream, Jack is beating the Admiral.
No, I disagree with that.
No, his dumbass at the war will be like, hey, Kaido, sit down. I'm a fight Garp.
Why would Kaido sit down? And
I don't fucking suplexed him.
I don't think Garp at his age, since he's not in his prime anymore, is beating Jack, especially since he dealt with all that his endurance is off the charts. Like, I we've been introduced to new characters like Cracker and stuff like that, but I still feel like he's one of the most impressive bad guys we've seen besides the Yonko. Like, as far as, like, when you add all the stats together, like, he might not have the speed, but I feel like everything else is hacked. Like, his defense is retarded. His HP is probably retarded. He could recover. His attack is decent, and we still haven't seen everything from him yet.
Jack. I mean,
and then all is fair in Love and War, and he is spamming that poison guy. So, like, that makes him, like, even more of a threat to it. It's like, on top of that, he can just put the poison
like this. Luffy gonna jump in front of Jack, like not like this.
Yo,
Not-
do we rank Soga King differently from Usopp?
Yes, we do. So we have Soga King at an A. We have Usopp at B minus.
What about God Usopp?
Soga King does have a lot more confidence.
What about God Usopp?
No, God Usopp, that's an S.
God Usopp is pretty good.
I'm hoping we see
Yo, I
Soga
want to
King
see.
and
I'm not gonna
Wano.
lie though. Like I want to see on Wano. I want to see Law talking to God Usopp like he's second in command or something like that. And I want to see people get mad because Frankie's already mad. I want to see Law be like, yo, God, handle this. And Frankie's getting mad and stuff.
Somebody saying Jack is just a big Snorlax.
Yeah, but Snorlax could be hacked though. Like,
No,
like
Snorlax is
leftovers
hacks.
on him. Look, listen, you put a leftovers on him, and that's what pretty much Jack could do because he recovers and he's pretty much hacks. Like you don't want it with a Snorlax.
Yeah, Jack's army is gonna be pretty impressive in a war.
Jack is a fisherman 10 times stronger than a human.
Yep.
And he has the fruit.
He's
That makes him
huge.
even 10 times
Huge.
stronger.
Okay.
So what is he,
He's
100
like the
times?
biggest fisherman I've ever seen.
Yo, look. I can agree with putting Jack on A, but I will not go any further than that. And like, I think A is just a good place for him to be. Like, what is this A plus stuff?
No, if he's
Yeah,
second,
like,
if he's
you
second,
can speculate,
if
right?
he's second in command, he's A.
You can yeah,
He's
yeah.
first-
He's Kaido's Ben Beckman. I mean, come on.
No.
He's not-
Yeah, but listen,
has it been revealed that like I thought that was a mistranslation? I thought
maybe so.
I thought he's
No,
just
it
one
was-
of the. I thought he's just one of the 3 calamities. That's what his title was.
No, but here's the thing though. Like look what he's doing though. It's like put it like this. Even if you want to do that, if you want to say that, like if Jack is doing all of that and he's only an A, then the right hand man is definitely an A plus. I feel like the right hand man is Jack, and I feel like potentially.
That's what I thought this whole time because he's doing so much. He does so much fucking work.
I feel like potentially that people like Marco and people like Jack and maybe even Potato Starch and Beck, like they can be A pluses. You know what I mean? Like people put Mihawk at right hand Yonko commander level, and that's like A plus. So I feel like it could be, who knows, like whether the A's are A pluses. So it's not like far fetched.
Yeah, with Jack, I wouldn't be surprised if he was the right hand. He's done a lot. He's done enough for me to think like he's
like with important shit.
I would be surprised if he's the right man because you would think that Kaido would keep his right hand man a little bit closer than Jack.
I don't even think that. Like to me,
I don't think
put it like this.
they're too crazy.
Also, like,
It's
I
probably
wonder
It's just too much.
Jack's
there has to be
position,
a calamity that's like a
on.
straight man and like is smart and like
Yeah, the smart.
reserved.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on.
Jack isn't that.
Jack's position probably is getting to his head and he's probably wilding, but I think that like it fits. You know what I mean? And then remember when he was introduced to Kaido, it said he challenged Yonkos and their crews single-handedly many times. So I feel like he gets that after Kaido. Like Kaido does that type of stuff. That's why he took those L's, was that he just goes into any type of fight. So I feel like Jack is definitely the right hand man.
Let's look at Luffy's crew. Zoro, if Zoro is like the second one, the right hand man, and he just goes out too, and Sanji stays back. So probably the guy lower than Jack is a smart one, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
But Zoro's reserved, and he's the one who makes like the important decisions when Luffy's out of.
But he gets
out of
lost all the
commission.
time and shit.
No. Sanji makes most of the.
And
throughout the whole story.
Wait.
Zoro takes
And
over.
again, while we're on this topic, when Squado stabbed Whitebeard, Marco was the first one there, stomping Squado out. And then again, when Whitebeard tries to stay and fight, Marco tried to come in and help, and Whitebeard's like, "No, Marco, like Marco, go, Marco." So it's like those are the right hand men, the people that like they stick their neck out to try to like go all the way for their captains.
I mean, I think Sanji is the strategist of the crew.
Yeah, me too.
And
Usopp.
Well, he hella strategized to take out Big Mom's boat when they were by themselves going to use it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yo, look, this is all I'm gonna say. We didn't put Mihawk on an S rank for whatever reason. We didn't put Mihawk on an S because he's because we hadn't seen anything and shit from him. Whatever you say. We haven't seen anything from Jack either. So him to be an A plus,
he fucking
even if we haven't seen, listen. Even if we didn't see, right? Listen, because at the same time, we didn't see these daily duels, right? And again, what I just want to bring up is that like it seems like now, because Jack is an A plus and because Mihawk's not an S, somebody feels salty or something. And so it shouldn't be a competition. It shouldn't be a thing.
No.
He had a billion bounty before we seen him do anything that we know.
Yes, but a bounty doesn't mean anything.
I know. I'm saying, but
look, but I do want to say this. Look, I could agree.
I
could agree with you on the part that like we didn't see anything, but I could halfway agree with you. It's like we didn't see what he's capable of, but we seen the outcome that like he fought both people who they subbed out. He fought for 5 days days straight. He never rested.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
We cut their legs off.
What level would you put Inarashi and Nekomamushi on?
I'm thinking like I want to think about it more and everything like that. But right now I'm thinking like they're like A minus and he was A plus.
Okay, if they're an A minus and he's an A plus, why the fuck didn't he beat one of them whenever they were switching?
He cut one of their legs off, the other one's arm off.
Wait, listen. Look, one part of it is
he did that after he used the gas. No, you're just saying, but he did that after he used the gas.
He's saying that. Wait, hold on. Look, listen. So
I know. I was talking to him, Ty.
Got it.
Oh.
No, I know. Nah, you know what it is? You got to talk to him. I just felt like that. I don't know, but got to talk to him.
Look. This is what I said. Look, this is what I said. He's bringing up the fact that Jack cut off their arms and their legs. Yeah, that was after the fact that he used the gas. He never got the one up on them.
Yeah. True. What you're saying is true. But
I never thought about that.
I felt like he couldn't. I feel like he couldn't your Conqueror's hockey was too strong and stuff like that. So I feel like listen. No, so here's the thing.
We gotta look at Luffy's perspective, saying they're strong. You know.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Who else did he call strong? Like
Luffy calls everybody strong that he has some type of respect for.
Wait.
Who else did he call like that?
Fujitora. He called Fujitora.
Okay, Fuji is an A plus. So who else? That's how we got to look at it. If Luffy's A minus and he's calling somebody strong,
he called Danshin.
They got to be strong.
Who's A plus?
Fuji.
No, even Don Tenchao and it's good why we brought him up. So just to touch on it real fast, right? So I understand why Luffy said he was strong, but why he beat him, because it's like I feel like he said he's strong. Like he didn't know his history, but we found out he kind of rivaled Garp. He was like one of those people back in the day. But right now, because of his age, he's just not at that level. So, and I feel like we got to keep that in mind for people like Rayleigh, like Garp, like Sengoku. They don't have to deteriorate at the same extent that he did. But like like those people, like they used to be monsters, but they're not in their primes anymore. So they're probably weaker right now.
And you have to understand.
Okay. Well, once again, I said, why didn't dude? You're saying that they're weaker. They're weaker out of their prime.
Yeah. Wait.
No. Okay. Wait. Let me ask you this.
People don't jump in.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this shit. Okay, Admiral is A plus. We got the Admirals at A plus. If they fight at A minus, they're gonna be able to beat an A minus. Why didn't Jack beat Inarashi and Nekomamushi?
I don't think they're A minus. They're like an A. They're like an A.
That's a good point. That's a good point, man. I didn't think about it that
way.
Wait.
But here's the thing though. Look, I will say this is that why I have them at A minus, right? They could be A's. They was on Roger's ship too, and they was on Whitebeard's ship too, and they're retainers and stuff like that. But I'll leave
Buggy was on that ship.
I'll leave it at there at A minus. And let me explain the situation. So we all thought that Jack was crazy because he was torturing those people, asking for Raizo, and they was like Raizo's not there. But the thing is that I don't know where Jack got his information from, but he knew for a fact Raizo was there, and he wasn't gonna stop asking questions so Raizo was there. So it was kind of like you see how Potato Starch, how he told not Potato Starch, I'm wilding, Opera. How Opera told Nami, tell us where, Jack, tell us where Raizo is. He said, tell us where Lola is. Nami said no, and he's like, okay, I'm going to torture you with these bow and arrows, but then Jinbei came. So all Jack was trying to do, he wasn't trying to kill him because then he can't get the information like that. He was just trying to torture them and stuff like that and try to get the information out. And after a while, when he got fed up with it, he's like, you know what, I'm just going to put the gas and I'm going to start, but that's why I don't.
That was look. Whenever he decided, y'all aren't gonna tell me anything, that was why the fight started. Because he was trying to beat the shit out of them. He was trying to beat the dude.
Listen. I felt like he thought he could beat it out of them, but when he seen that he couldn't beat it out of them because they wasn't talking. And then the fight wasn't going to again. It's not like he was losing. You know what I mean? He fought both of them. At the end of the day, they were subbing.
Yeah, but also in the same respect, they weren't losing either. Which is something.
But they were swapping out.
Look, this is what you say.
It was Jack and a bunch of Smile Devil Fruit users versus a bunch of Meeks, and the Meek children were able to fucking take out one of his fucking people.
No, we gotta consider Inuyasha or A's, because if Luffy's A minus, Jack, you know how Cracker stomped Luffy in the beginning. Jack could have done that easily, but he couldn't do that to Inuyasha.
Jack is 2 tiers below Inuyasha. I mean, two tiers above Inuyasha.
Let me give you my example. If Cracker beat Luffy so easily in the beginning, Jack should demolish Luffy. So that means if he couldn't demolish Inuyasha, that means they are like an A.
Here's the thing: he was trying to get information out of them, and the thing is that I say Jack is mad smart because later on we find out that Raizo was there, so he knew what he was doing. It's like, yo, I'm not gonna kill him again with Opera. Opera could have killed Nami if that's what he wanted to do, but he's like, nah, I'm gonna shoot her and I'm gonna torture her till she tells.
They're gonna have a rematch, Jack versus Inuarashi.
You don't know. That's what they claim.
And they're gonna fight together, and they're gonna use the secret main power.
But listen, Matt.
Perspective,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Where I'm like, again.
What's his name? I think Inuarashi and Nakamushi. I think they're A's.
Yeah,
bro. That's what I was trying to say.
I don't think Luffy can do what they do.
I think together they can defeat Jack.
Yeah. True. So I could agree with you. I could agree with you on that, Brago. Was that like if we took Inuarashi out, right?
I mean, did you see how fucking
and we swapped him out with Luffy? Nah, this is a good point, Brago, because so if we took the dog out for Luffy, remember they fought Jack pretty much for 12 hours and then swapped. Luffy can't fight a top tier like that for 12 hours. So then they definitely are on A. So then so they're on A. They're on A and Jack is on A plus, but again, they still swapped out while this guy fought both of them. Do you see like the craziness of that where he fought both of them and he was still fine. He went to go he went to try to rescue Dofi. And what I want to bring up too, because I brought this up when I was talking to Theory, is that when he goes to rescue Dofi, he has no scars on him. He has no bruise. He's fine. He's like, yo, that's them right there. And they're like, yo, do you know who that is? And he's like, you think I care? You know who I am? I'm Jack. So I feel like, they didn't do nothing to tag
They were fighting for 12 hours. Luffy can't do that.
Wait, Brago.
You can't do that, no.
Where do we have a Whitebeard at Marineford at?
I have him at A plus. Because he was old and he was dying.
Yo, I think for the sake
Jack could outlast Whitebeard though. I just don't think Whitebeard is lasting.
Yeah, it's like again, like with Crocodile. Crocodile said, I didn't know I lost to such a weak man. Even Marco was like, yo, I didn't know Pops was that weak. Like they thought he was S still, or they thought he was like low S, but I ain't know he was like that.
Yo, I think for the sake of things, and Ty, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm just gonna say this real quick. Say we need to put an S minus and an S plus in there.
Yeah, Brago, I agree.
No.
Whitebeard's incredibly powerful.
The thing that I feel about the S minus thing, right, is that I like, not that I like it though, but it's cool how we debate about this stuff. But I feel like for it to be an S minus makes it too easy. We need to really like have an S and have an A. It's like put it like this: if they can't be an S, A plus is the next thing. Just
like Naruto, there's no S minus.
I think that the reason that the only reason it would be necessary is because nobody wants to put anybody like
but it's like so then y'all can't be stubborn like that. Then if that's the case.
Well, no. The reason why I say this is because somebody like Mihawk, he's probably gonna be in between a Yonko and an Admiral.
Yeah, that's A plus. And just take this into consideration, like the way that I do it, right? A minus, that's still Admiral level. Like you're still pretty much washing anybody who's not maybe a B plus could keep up or whatever like that, but you're in that Admiral tier. I want to say this, and A plus is the highest.
An A minus could overcome an A in the right situation.
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah.
What I think we need to do is put Luffy lower on a lower rank, like B or B minus.
No.
Because he's fighting.
It would make more sense, but I mean.
Then what are we gonna put Zoro and Sanji? That's the like. Everybody's
got like the whole fanboy thing. That's the only time this seems to be coming in. Giving people fucking ranks because they do have to be lower to make the other people like. If a Whitebeard's an A plus, Sanji's got to be lower. I mean.
So that's why like everybody's scale is a little bit different. And their philosophy.
That's what gets me about it. It seems like we get stuck.
Luffy at highest is a B plus.
I know we get stuck on the fucking five guys.
You're not leaving enough room when you put Luffy at like an A or like Boa. I don't know.
No, because listen, he doesn't have to just because if we have him at A plus or B plus or A minus, it doesn't mean that next arc he goes up to A. It's like no, it's like again, like almost like in any game. It might be easy to.
It's not even that they'll go up. It's just.
Wait, hold on.
Look. I
just want to say this about the levels. Is that like like when you play a game, right? To get to level 1 to 10, it'll be fast. But then as you start grinding up your levels, it takes longer and longer. So at the same time, with these A minus, A and A pluses, like it's a reason why I personally don't give a lot of people to S. I feel like the experience gap from A plus to S is so high that like it kind of takes a while. That's why like I don't give everybody that. So I feel like like the higher and that balances it back out. You know what I mean? That's so like
okay. Oh, look, let me ask a question. We got Cracker at A, right?
Yes.
And y'all said that Luffy is an A minus, right?
Yes. No. All right,
No. Wait. Before you stop me, let me stop you. Y'all said that Luffy. So by what Brago said earlier, like just a few seconds ago, Luffy would be able to beat Cracker based off a situation. Now, I'm gonna ask you guys: did you guys get that from the fight? Because I didn't. I got that Luffy was losing that fight a million times over. However many times they did it.
You guys think Luffy and Cracker could beat Whitebeard?
No, I agree with you on that.
That's my point. You can't put Whitebeard so low there.
I mean, you gotta understand, the homies were against Cracker too.
Wait a second. Y'all, please answer my
listen, I'm
question.
answering. No, listen. Right. I'll answer all day. Hold on. Be quiet. Nobody talk. Listen. So look, I agree with you on that. Like, I felt like Luffy, like it took every bit of help. If the homies wasn't helping, Luffy probably would have lost. If Nami, you know how Luffy told Nami to stop making it rain? I feel like if Nami would have kept making it rain, he would have lost. I feel like, every little bit of help made him win. I agree with that though. But, still though, he can beat, but remember though, Luffy's A-, but his base forms is an A, right? I mean, his base forms is B+, and his give second and get third.
Luffy is B+, period. He's B+, period.
Listen, I can't say that because he went get fourth and broke Cracker's armor.
Here's what I'm saying, Ty.
Yeah.
I'm starting to understand what this is because right now we have Dofi and Hancock at like an A, right?
Yes.
And,
I got Dofi at A-.
Yes.
No. Oh.
We had him and Hancock at an A last night. So it's like if Jack is an A+ and we have Cracker at an A, I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Like you see what I'm saying? That really doesn't make any sense. Because look, if you have
but listen. Look, wait, I'm trying to explain and you cut me off. So I'm trying to say, listen, look. Here's what I'm saying. Luffy is B+, but I feel like that's with gear second and gear third. I feel like he's an A when he goes into gear fourth because remember he broke Cracker's armament, hockey biscuit soldiers. So Luffy's a tricky person to talk about because it's like it's not like this is why like I put him at A- because but at the same time while I average him out at A-, he still is a B+ who can only maintain that A for a limited amount of time. But we gotta.
Okay, look, he beat the biscuit soldier, but once again, this is a biscuit soldier who isn't even Cracker's real body. Luffy was fighting a fake person and he had to use gear fourth.
But you say that like it was a bad thing. No. There is.
That is a bad thing, dude.
No. Listen.
Bro, what did he do to the main body Cracker?
Listen.
What did he do to the main body of Cracker?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why there is buts and why that isn't whatever thing. Because listen, look. One reason is that as far as Cracker's concerned, he's scared of pain and his real body's trash, like compared to so the biscuit soldiers was like better. You know what I mean? Then because his real body, he can't really tank hits. So that's how it's not as bad as you're making it seem like. Because once Luffy, and that's what everybody was speculating, Luffy gets 2 good shots on him, he's done. That's pretty much what happened.
Cracker was not gonna be down with 2 good shots.
That's pretty much what happened. Luffy hit him one time, and then he counted them the second time.
He didn't hit him one time.
So then that's just one shot.
No. It's not a one shot because that was super situational. Like that shit will never happen.
He couldn't have done that if it wasn't for Nami allowing him to eat the biscuits.
Yes, he wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for Nami. He wouldn't. And then also the ricochet. Wait a second. The ricochet of the fucking biscuit soldiers also played a part in Cracker being defeated because he hit the biscuit soldiers.
I'm not denying any of that. I understand. I was one of the first people like, yo, Cracker's stronger than Dofi. I told you that before, so I'm not trying to take anything from Cracker, but I'm saying that, like, in a situation, Luffy still did damage. It's like he was still able to damage somebody of that caliber, whether it was for a limited time or not. So we got to factor that in. You can't just play him like he's a regular B+. So look, this is
what numbers are you guys giving? Like 89, 90, 91,
What do you mean numbers? We're not giving numbers.
And then again, all we could do is give highly educated guesses or whatever like that. So we probably should.
Okay. Under any circumstance, I'm gonna ask this question to everybody. I want everybody to answer me. I'm gonna start with Brago. Let's just start like everybody just take their turn answering the question. Do y'all think that Luffy could beat Cracker anytime 1v1
No.
Right now, at the current point in the story.
No, but that's why Luffy's A-, and that's
No.
why Cracker's a A.
No.
No.
But based off of what y'all said, A minus can beat an A based off of a situation.
Like
I don't
he's a special.
It's Luffy and Nami versus Cracker. That's what happened.
Yes, it's Luffy and Nami versus Cracker with a Victory card.
Plus,
Nami.
right?
All right. So look. So I have the perfect situation to fix this. So look. So the thing is about Luffy, he's a special A minus because he's really a B plus who can do some A stuff. So I said he's A minus. But like if you want to just limit him at B plus, you can do that. But then that kind of a counter argument could be provided. So it's like, okay, if he's B plus, how did he knock out Dofi? How did he break Cracker Biscuit? So you know what I'm saying? It's
because
like it's
he fought Dofi with law.
I know. All right. So got it. So hold on. So you trying to say that like he's B plus without help? Pretty much.
He's B plus
without help.
He's B plus.
The help
just
makes him
period. No. The help doesn't make him an A. He's a B plus.
No. I'm saying, but he had to be an A because he beat Dofi and he beat Cracker. So I'm saying, like,
No.
Oh.
He got help from another B plus. It was 2 B pluses versus an A minus.
Yeah. No, but the thing is that, like, no. From what I seen, when he was attacking Dofi, the first transformation, he was wrecking him. Like, Dofi couldn't, like, he wasn't messing with Gear Force. So I feel like that was the Gear Force in A.
Dude, okay, look, this is my thing with this whole Gear 4 thing dominating Dofi. That was after Dofi got hit with a fucking gamma knife. And once again, and this is what I just don't understand. This is what I don't understand at all. Before Dofi got hit with the gamma knife, Luffy did not get a clean hit on Dofi. Period. Point blank. He did not get a clean hit. And if he did, I'm
just trying to hold on, listen. I'm just trying to factor everything in. I'm not denying that he had help.
Yes,
I'm trying to say that.
Look, you're trying to factor everything in. Well, you need to factor that Luffy didn't hit Dofi before Law used the gamma knife.
That wasn't in Gear 4 though. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we didn't get to see that.
Yes, but even when he did those attacks, you realize the reason why he went Gear 4.
Listen.
That he was doing in Gear 3rd and Gear 2nd wasn't working.
All of this could be fixed if you just, because I asked you something simple. I'm like, so look, so we can have Luffy at.
Wait. Shout out to the Raven. Appreciate you. Said, "Sup guys, just want to say keep up the good work, Brago."
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So here's the thing. So look, so I could agree with you that Luffy's B plus, right? If you agree that with help, right, he's at least an A minus or he's an A or something like that, because it's like something is up with him that he's beating these top tier people, whether it's Gear 4 or it's help or a combination of both. So I'm just asking, like, are you trying to say that? Because like I feel like the counter argument could be made is that, like, if he's only B plus, how is he beating Dofi and how is he? And I know that you're explaining why, but I feel like then what is he when he gets help? What is he? You know what I mean? Is he an A minus then or is he an A?
When he gets help, he's B plus.
So without, I don't get.
No, it's just
when
that
B plus without help.
When he's B plus, that's it. His rank doesn't go up if he gets help. His rank doesn't go down if he doesn't get help.
Got it. So all right.
He's a B plus.
Got it.
That's it.
I don't agree with that because I feel like the counter argument could be made is that, like, how would B plus?
A counter argument to that. No. A counter argument to that, Ty, would be if he goes Gear 4th, or if he gets help from outside. Once he gets back from Gear 4th, wouldn't he be weakened?
But listen though, if he does it at the right time, he could still pull off a win. Because at the same time, just like somebody, just like a A minus.
Explain to me how an A and an A minus can't beat an A plus. Like what? Because everybody agrees Whitebeard is going to beat Cracker and Luffy, right? I think he would. I mean,
yes, I think so too. Yes.
What I'm trying to say is that if we agreed that an A minus could be the A under the right circumstances, then what's stopping a B plus from being an A minus in the right circumstances? So I just feel like, like with Luffy, he has Gear 4. It's like, we'll put it like this. Look, we just leave regular Luffy, right?
For example, do you think the Gear 4th Luffy and Cracker would beat Whitebeard?
No. But listen, wait.
And then how are 2 A's not beating?
No, here's the thing. Like, you ever heard that thing that to 0 times 10 is still 0? So it's like, they're not. That's not enough to beat.
What about Cracker? What about Cracker and Law beating Whitebeard?
I don't see it. Like, unless Law gets a good hit in.
That's my point. All those combinations don't even make sense. That's what I meant when you say y'all lower.
It has to come with a scenario.
Wait, but hold on.
Nami is just perfect because of the rain.
I got into this argument with Matt Ruffaz. All right, let's do this. So we could put Luffy at B plus, right? And like they do on Burn and Blood, we could put Gear 4th Luffy on A, or we can put it on A minus. You know what I'm trying to say? Just two separate versions of Luffy, even though he can't keep the other one. So what do you put Gear 4th at?
I put Gear 4th.
I put it on an
obviously at an A or an A minus, but that's a part of Luffy. Like
no, I know, but I mean like that's where the confusion coming in. Like you know, even though it's a video game, you know how you can play with base level Luffy and do Gear 4th as a special, and then you turn back to base level Luffy, or you can just play Gear 4th hacks for the whole match. I feel like we should just do it like that, where we have separate ranks. So that way it's no back and forths about it.
Yeah.
We just have regular Luffy, B+, Gear 4th Luffy at A.
Regular Luffy wouldn't be at B+ then, because that would be without Gear 4th, right? It's just
No. That's B+ is the Luffy with Gear 4th with the limit.
Oh. Yeah, if you want, we could rate how strong we think Gear 4 is, but
right. So Anthony Duncan just said
let's just rank.
Anthony Duncan. Hold on. He said Luffy's B+ even with the Gear 4th due to the
time limit.
Yeah, due to the time limit. I mean, like after the time's done, like what is Luffy doing after he runs out of Gear 4th? He has to fucking run away from a fucking fight.
Yeah, if he can.
Like, but the only thing though is that like while he is Gear 4th, he's almost godly though. He's going crazy.
No, he's not almost godly. He's not almost godly because we've seen somebody who damaged him in Gear 4th, and it was his second time using it.
Gear 4 isn't going to be enough to take down Admirals. It's not going to be.
I'm not saying it's godly. I said almost godly because here's what I feel like. Like while Dofi did survive it, right? I feel like it was messing Dofi up, but Dofi just had the health to stay alive. Like I feel like as far as like who took more damage when that transformation started was Dofi. So that's the thing is that he just can't keep it up.
But there's no point to like rank Gear 4th as a standalone.
Yes, there is.
No, because in these scenarios, he will never have infinite Gear 4th.
You don't know that. What if Sanji's like, "Yo, Luffy, take this pill. This will help you succeed." Just like sometimes.
And then you know what? Then there's an asterisk.
But then we should do the same for Law and say people are going to defend him until he gets his stamina back, so he can just make his room again. Because
you know what's going to be funny? The next arc. The next arc, we're going to argue about Luffy A+.
No, I'm just saying
it's no different for rating Law with just his thing.
No, but listen though, you like controversy, so you don't want the having a separate having a separate Gear 4th Luffy. Like if he can sustain that form, there's nothing wrong with that because that is one of his abilities or whatever. And he wrote
Law's room. Like
if he can sustain it, like you said, but if not, it's pointless.
No, it's not.
It's just a what-if scenario.
Until he can master it.
It's there to be there. What if somebody wants to know? Like,
what if he has another Gear 4?
If I was
sustainable Gear 4.
If I was checking out the stream, and if I wasn't, participating, if I was checking it out or whatever like that, I would want to know, like, just to know, like, what do y'all have Gear 4 at though? Since y'all kind of not really, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with it. Just like rank it and move on.
If we're doing this all based on one-on-one fights and all that bullshit, Whitebeard's got to be fucking way higher. I'm sorry.
No, but
forget about Whitebeard. Where do you rank?
No, it's ridiculous putting him at A, and then all the other people at A.
No.
Where do you rank Luffy right now? That's all. Like everybody just say, what do you?
A-. We have him at A-.
Okay, that's cool. A-.
But I feel like Luffy's on the lower spectrum of A-. Like,
I agree. Yeah. See, wait. This is another thing. This is probably why it was some miscommunication. Is why I have Luffy at A-. I feel like he's the lowest tier of A- because like he just makes it.
Luffy's the strongest of the B+. That's just me.
Thank you. There we go.
I can see.
I think that Luffy is still in mid tier as of this point of the series, but he's at the very top of the mid tier. Like nobody else mid tier is fucking with Luffy. Period.
Yeah.
So he's almost
he's like right on the barrier. Like he's
right on the brink of top tier. Like, dude, there's still so much time left to go for One Piece. And if he's in the top tier right now, like, no, dude, like I'm not gonna base Luffy based off of his potential like everybody else wants to do. He's a B+, but he's at the top. Like there's nobody else a B that can beat Luffy. And he might as well wash everybody that's a B.
Well, I'm sure we have Kid around B+. So
no, I think Kid, like I have Luffy at A-, and I think Kid is like a higher A- than Luffy. If not higher, because like I feel like especially like his crew has been all right. Because like when I look at Juri Bonnie's crew, right, her right hand man and her left hand man, They look like fodder, and they got washed up by Blackbeard. So I don't think it's ever going to be a situation where it's Jewelry Bonnie crew versus Luffy's crew. But with Law's crew, I mean, with Kid's crew, how he has Killer and even the Scarecrow guy or whatever, not the Scarecrow guy, like the mummy looking guy. I feel like they would match up against Luffy and Zoro and Sanji perfectly. And that if they're weaker than Luffy, and even if they're equal to Luffy, that it's not much of a fight. Luffy fights stronger people. So I feel like like they kind of got it over Luffy. And not like they would win, but they had been in the New World getting their bumps and bruises while Luffy was training on isolated islands and stuff. Getting that real world experience.
How can you put Kid at B? Like, how does that
look? And speaking of Kid and Law, I mean, Luffy would probably wash everyone who because I would say that all of the Supernovas are probably like that B plus mode.
I don't think
where they're breaking into the top tier but they're not like all the way there yet.
See, I can't agree with that because Arouge took out a Sweet Commander, and then Kid, they're targeting Shanks. If they're at that puny B plus, they're not targeting no Yonko. So I feel like Kid is like A minus.
Luffy and Law are targeting Kaido. What does that mean?
I know, but I see. Here's the thing. I don't like you're kind of lowering it maybe to give him room to grow and stuff like that. But to me, I feel like he is a minus. You know what I'm trying to say? And these other people, like Kid might even be a A for all we know. We don't know what Kid is doing, but he's probably just a high A minus. And I'm trying to say that Brago, you got what I'm trying to say? Where I'm if they was only B pluses, they wouldn't.
With Kid and those guys, I think Kid.
They have to align together because they're so weak against all of these other.
No, it's that. Listen. Why they're A minuses, right? And then some of them might only be high B pluses. A Yonko still a S. They need the help. You know what I mean? Unless they're A pluses.
I think with Kid and those guys,
S's too.
Kid is an A minus, and Hawkins, Apu, those guys the B plus. Killer is like a B. Heat is like a B. To go against Kaido or Shanks, who's like an S, and having Ben Beckman probably like an A plus.
Yep.
Lucky Root, those guys like an A. I mean, they need all the help they can get, to be honest. I'm not mad at Luffy being B plus or Kid. I mean, I understand the fact that they could be just breaking into the top tier, and then
So what about Arouge being
4?
What about
we don't know the circumstances of Arouge versus.
But still, why are we trying to play them if it was a miracle though?
We're not trying to play him, but look, it could be the same thing as Luffy versus Cracker. When you say when the Big Mom Pirates are saying that Luffy defeated Cracker, they're not saying Luffy and Nami defeated Cracker, because that's exactly what happened.
That's not necessarily true. People say that Luffy and Law beat Dofi. Only Law excluded himself.
I'm speaking on the commanders right now. I'm not talking about Law and Luffy.
No, but listen. With the commanders, to be fair, right? Like Mont Dor, because Cracker just got sent flying and Luffy dealt the finishing blow. He's like, who did that? I'll kick their butt. So it's not he doesn't know Nami did that. For all he knows, only Luffy's gonna take the credit for that, because unless somebody who was there goes, Nami helped too. You get what I'm trying to say? But as far as once they know, I don't see them lying about it. You know what I mean? Like Luffy and Nami beat Cracker, but Luffy got the finishing blow.
About the
yes, but bro,
he came with his whole fleet, and that we know.
All I'm saying, we don't know anything about that Arouge fight. Yeah,
but it happened.
Yes, it did happen, and he beat a commander, but we don't know the circumstances. We don't know.
But it's too much. It's too much. We don't know a lot about the Admirals, and we have him at A plus, so that's ridiculous. It's let your man be a not let them get their stats. You know what I mean? Stop trying to. It's don't try to. You know what I'm trying to say? It's it's not.
No. I don't get what you're trying to say, because we've seen an Admiral fight a Yonko. We've seen an Admiral fight a Yonko.
All right, and we've seen Supernovas fight Admirals.
And they got their asses
they got hockey now.
And they got their asses.
It's a different ball game.
They got one-shotted. It's
a different ball game right now. Listen.
There's not that much of a different ball game, because
yes,
Luffy
it is,
because
Arouge by himself
would still get his ass whooped by Admiral.
Listen. Arouge by himself took out a Sweet Commander. This is a different ball game right now. Keep pulling those arrows.
No, you don't know if he did that by himself. That's what I'm saying.
You can't prove me wrong that he didn't. At the end of the day, you're trying to say you can't prove me wrong though. So it's
that's like saying God is right, prove me wrong. That doesn't work.
Pretty much, and once again, I can like to a certain extent, I can prove you wrong.
You can't
because no. I can because Luffy and Nami defeated
That's
Cracker.
Luffy.
But
He's the
Luffy,
main character. He's the weak person who's gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger to eventually he's stronger than everybody. But as far as Arouge is concerned, and as far as
so you're telling me Arouge isn't gonna get stronger? You're telling me that Arouge isn't gonna get stronger?
They're gonna get stronger, but you know what I'm talking about. As to where they're gonna be more.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, listen, listen. You don't have to know what I'm talking about.
If anything, Luffy was stronger than. If anything, Luffy could arguably have been stronger than Arouge pre-time skip.
Listen. All right, but listen what you're saying. You're saying arguably, which is so. Here's the thing. First, Maisie, when I say stuff like that, Maisie goes, "Oh, you're just gonna you can say it's anything." But when you say it, it's all good. But anyway, listen, look, Arouge is like the oldest supernova. He's the oldest supernova, so he probably has that experience where it's he's not a reflection of Luffy. So he probably beat Snack high diff by himself to where Luffy needed all this crazy help for Cracker. And then to be fair, Cracker's probably a higher rank than Snack was. You know what I'm trying to say? So we don't know if Luffy could have beat Snack by himself or not. But I feel like Snack was number 4, Cracker's number 3, Smoothies number 2, Potato Star's number 1. But they're doing it. They're not making. While Kaido talk junk to Kid and stuff like that, they're not making small moves. They're making big moves. They're taking out Dofi. They're taking out Sweet Commanders. They're doing crazy stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna publicly be and I wouldn't even say it privately. I'm not gonna put none of those supernovas on. But I'm not gonna lower them like that. You know what I'm saying? I think Kid is A-, and I think Luffy is A-, and I think Arouge, I feel like the main ones like Luffy, Arouge, X Drake, Law, they're up there, and then the other ones are B+. Like Capone is probably.
Wait, Ty. Okay, let me ask you this, Ty. You got Dofi at an A-, right?
Yeah.
And you got Luffy at an A-, right?
When
How does that work? When Luffy
I
needed
keep explaining.
Law, No, that literally makes no sense, Ty.
It does make sense.
Luffy needed Law to beat Dofi.
Listen. It makes sense because it's unless I don't know if this is too complicated or something like that, right? But listen, I told you many times. Don't laugh. It's not funny. You won't be.
No, this is funny because I want to see where you're going with this.
Right, listen,
I
told you many times. I told you many times that Luffy is a B+ with Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd. Then I told you many times that I think with Gear 4th he's a A. And I'm so if I try to average it out, I put him at A-. So he's a special exception with the A- rule thing because we're trying to average him out, but really he's a B+. That's why he struggles so much. But then again, at sometimes he's an A. That's why he tossed Dofi around like a rag doll at times. You know what I'm trying to say? But Dofi's probably high A-, right? While Luffy just makes it with his Gear 4th. That's why.
Yo.
And Law is a B+, and I feel like Law is a B+ who can do A- level attacks sometimes. So and that's why they struggled with Dofi still, because you got pretty much 2 B+ who can do more than that. But this guy is a vet A- dude.
What I think Ty's trying to say is that as you go up the ranks, it becomes more difficult to go up the ranks.
Level up. I guess.
Level up.
And then it's a thing where you could just make it to A-, or you could be I feel like Dofi, he's not an A, but he's like a vet A-. He's a top tier A-. All right, so how you said that Luffy beats all the B+? I feel like Dofi's that A- that pretty much beats all the other A-.
You think Dofi beats all the other A-?
It not all of them like that, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? Because at the same time, Luffy doesn't beat every single B+, but I'm trying to say that just he's one of the top A- people. You know what I'm trying to say? All the A- people, I feel like Dofi's one of the top ones. And then again, this stuff is.
Look, it's 1:35 here, and I'm just way too amped up right now for it to be almost 2 o'clock. So I'm just gonna end my my stubbornness right there, and I'll just say fuck it.
We're gonna go at it off. No, don't worry. We're gonna go at it off screen. Yeah.
Nah, I'm not doing that shit.
It's not
that shit off screen.
We can't reveal too much of our powers, of our debating powers. So this is gonna get off screen. Just to let y'all know.
SJ Captain, no, we haven't done Rayleigh yet. We haven't ranked Rayleigh yet. We haven't done Zoro.
No. Oh God, no. Oh shit, Brago, you let me know who we're ranking whenever you invite me to a stream, so I can politely tell you no.
We're not doing that tonight. It's morning now, but tomorrow I want us to do like I want to get Zoro out the way because I feel like that's gonna be interesting because where people have Luffy right now. But
Luffy's at B plus, Zoro should be at B.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. But
no, Ty, no, stop, Ty, stop. You're baiting me in. You're baiting me in, Ty.
Nah, but I'm pretty sure what I have to say you agree with though. I don't see you disagreeing with
me.
No, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
That's true. That's true.
But like the stream, people. We've been going for like 3 hours.
Send Chatty a link to the manga so that way he won't say like an anime scene.
That's right.
Only again.
I need it.
So what we're gonna do going forward, we're gonna have a straw poll as well, so the chat can vote. So the chat can be a vote as well. So based on that could be the last time we were getting a lot of it was tied for a lot of the characters, and then have to go off the field. But then the chat could have a vote there. So
yeah, if it's a way that they could vote and then their vote could be saved, that'll be cool because that'll like.
Yo, look, I'll say this, and we might come to some kind of agreement based off of what the chat is saying that Zoro is at B plus. That is the only reason why I would put Luffy at an A minus.
Yeah. All right, look. Now here's what I have to say about Zoro. Look, here's what I have to say about Zoro. Which I didn't.
In the stream, Brago.
Wait.
People.
Ty, go ahead.
All right. So here's what I have to say about Zoro. From what we've seen.